Hello, everybody. So, due to the change in start time, it is most likely going to be just me for about the next hour, maybe even two. And so, as such, what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to switch over to just the main game feed, and I'm just going to play some Chrono Trigger until somebody shows up in the chat, in the voice call, whatever. It'll just be that. So, you know, just some nice Chrono Trigger time. Oh yeah. Okay. Great. Mute myself.
Yeah, well, if this is gonna be the finale, I said only for this time I'm gonna uh be here on time.
Well, I don't
So
know if it's going to be the finale.
yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen for this one, so
All
I'll try
right.
to be here for
Well,
now.
hello. Welcome.
Thank you. Don't
That
know why
means I
you're
should probably get on Parsec.
Yeah, give me a second. I basically finished my business card. I'm just
Congratulations.
adding the QR code. Thank you. Because I had started today just showing my friend. I'm like, this is what it looks like, and spent the rest of like the 2 to 3 hours just finalizing it. Connect.
That was okay, bad.
Whew. Just had a spicy thing.
All right. Well, let me know when you're in.
I am in.
You know what? You actually reminded me there was something I wanted to check out real quick. There you go. Just manipulating that color spell. All right. Gouda boss.
Just summon all my stuff up on screen.
Okay. Okay, so Chrono comes back to life, and now suddenly he can just explode.
Yeah,
Like,
isn't that what
like
happens when
a
you
like
resurrect yourself?
like a nuclear bomb. Fuck yeah. So yeah,
Just cool.
so because I know that we kept saying, or I kept saying rather, last week that like, oh yeah, we did all the side quests. We did the Aussie fortresses, and we had. What I didn't realize was that when we did that on the same day that we did the Rust Tyranno, like the Rust T Rex or whatever, and
Mhm.
that was when I accidentally deleted like an entire stream's worth of progress by reloading the wrong save.
Oh,
So we didn't actually do it, and I just had
do
to go
that.
back and do it again.
Okay. Okay, come on, add. Vamos, add. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Luckily, you know what to do.
Just get right back in there.
Get him, cat. And then the cat just leaves.
It's like based on what just happened to us, wouldn't he be right here, like rubbing his tuchus? Oh, thank you, map, for showing me secret. Doom scythe, gloom helm, gloom cape, and a magic tool. All right, are any of these better Oh my god, the Doom Scythe is better. Attack power grows when oh, never mind, when allies are KO'd. Don't want that. Gloom Cape. Oh. Congratulations, Magus. You got all your best stuff. Is that really it, by the way? Is that like the end of Ozzy? Sava's muted, in case she's talking to me. I don't know if she is. Did I do this? What was this again?
Okay. Yeah, I was just talking about the time adjustment.
Okay. Do I want a weapon or do I want armor?
This wasn't one of the ones that I told you about, I think. No, it was like the prism thing. I remember that.
I'm assuming that is a worse weapon. Yeah, the swallow. Hey, it makes him faster, which is cool, but it doesn't set his attack to 270 whatever. So I think I'll
Sick chat.
Sorry. Aaron had a big day.
Oh, Chatsy is here.
Oh my god.
Bando.
I'm the mayor of Medina. The little goblin guy. Alright. So by defeating Ozzy, the monsters are good guys now? Or not good guys, but like normal guys?
I mean, this is kind of like their village, I guess, right?
Right, but...
They just want to live here. I don't think they were bad guys.
You folks hungry? Yeah.
But maybe the relationship between them and like people got better.
Yeah, because Ozzy wasn't there like inciting unrest or whatever.
Yeah, it's being like, we should all hate each other.
Yeah, this guy used to be... Yeah, look, there's just a person who's hanging out now. Medina's brewers sure know what they're doing. Oh yeah, that used to be 100
G. That other guy who who's like who overpriced you.
You mean
is he gonna
the shop?
Yeah.
Man, it's actually kind of funny because like now everybody's just replaced with goblins. But I think it would have been kind of cooler to see like the normal guys, like the normal monsters, just acting kind of nice. Because now it makes it seem like everybody who's not a goblin died.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it's actually cheaper than normal. Alright, yeah. Bronze blade, steel saber, and the Zanmato. I'll buy the Zanmato just because like that's cool.
Sounds cool.
Radiant helm is better for Robo. Radiant plate, luminous robes.
Fortress double.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Now I think we're done with side quests. I think. I don't know. Do you want to double check? I guess you were doing great with that last week. Do you want to double check the Aussie quest line? Aussie's Fortress.
Chrono. Aha! Aussie's Fortress. The End of Aussie is what it's called. You finished him off, right?
Well, is finishing him off him just falling down the pit?
Yeah. Head back to present. Yeah, is the most peaceful place on Earth. The market will not offer the cheapest thing. Also, keep in mind that you don't take your money back with you for New Game Plus, so this is the best way to invest in your new capital, blah, blah, blah. A couple of notes on the equipment you just got. The Aussie Pants offers great defense, but starts you off in the battle with Chaos status, and you can't equip items to combat this status while wearing the pants. The Doomsicle doubles and triples in power when one or two allies are dead, respectively. No, that's about it. That's all it says.
Okay, well. Yeah, okay. Guess we're good. In which case, I guess I will swap to Luca and then on to... and then on to the Black Omen.
Do.
I guess I could do the Black Omen from literally anywhere, right? Because it's like across the face of time.
I think so. If you bleed, you can visit. And this is all this other extra information. Who here? The Black Omen dungeon behaves as one in all three timelines.
Right, because it exists outside of time right now. All right.
What is this? Bosses in one time only. Oh, this recommends having Isla at all times to charm rare items.
I mean, I haven't really been doing that.
Because bosses and one time only enemies only appear once here. So if you don't get it, then you just will never pass.
Sure. I mean, I think I'm fine. I think I'm okay.
Yeah, if you're fine, you're fine.
Like well, I mean, does it say what the items are? Sure, rare items, but are they actively better than all of the fucking late game shit that we've been collecting for 3 weeks?
I don't like charmables from like this first monster are a 1 vigil hat and then an elixir. Charmables wall ring and then hit ring, muscle ring, power seal. I don't know if any of those you find worth it.
I think I'm good. Once again, I've been loving Chrono Trigger. I now that I can finally say that I've actually played Chrono Trigger from end to end, yes, it is one of, if not the best JRPG I've ever played. But I'm ready for this to be over. I think this is episode 13, so this is what 39 hours of playthrough.
Yep. And
Also,
the only
Aeon.
other thing was, I remember they said to challenge Specchio, but I believe we tried that. And
I tried that, and I got my kicked. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I think, because this would have been during that period of time where they kind of wanted players to grind.
Yeah.
So I suspect that might have something to do
So
with
it's like,
it.
yeah, I think where we are at should be fine.
Laser guard. Yeah, that seems good. Level increase.
Nice.
So, do you? I don't know, like, because what do you got? Nova armor, which is obviously incredible. Moonbeam and prismatic dress. These are all really good. I guess I was thinking. I wonder if one of them should be wearing the black plate, which absorbs shadow damage, which I believe lasers count as shadow. But I mean, like the Nova armor, the Moonbeam armor, and the prismatic dress are all fucking kick ass. It's really hard to argue, you know?
Maybe just keep it as is. I mean, if you do fine without it, then it's like.
Yeah, like great. look at this. Putting on the black plate absorbs shadow damage, which is great. Means that he can heal. But his defense goes down by almost 20 points, and his magic defense goes down by 10. Yeah, I think it's just Moonbeam. Damn. All right. Oh, wow, it's not even locked? Hello, Zeal.
Kill.
So this is my understanding. So what I think his name was Balthazar. What Balthazar said at the end of time was you now have 3 options for fighting Lavos. You can either go to 1999 at the awakening of Lavos, or you can go to the bucket, which will just take you directly to wherever the fight is, just like whatever.
Yeah.
Or you could go to the Black Omen and fight him there. Genuinely, I thought we could also go back to the prehistory where he was just in the crater. And I thought we could fight him there too.
Ooh.
But my understanding is that doing the Black Omen dungeon first, A, lot of XP, B, lot of items, and C, content, and D, Lavos is weaker when you go into the fight after.
Ooh.
That's my understanding.
That certainly sounds nicer, yeah. Oh. Sorry, audio.
The fuck is
Don't
that?
you just love it? I think we should kill her.
I would love to, but I'm 99% sure she's just a machine at this point. Mega mutant. Alright, I mean... Oh, Delta. Lightning Rod. See what that does, I guess?
Oh.
What did you just... Oh, he confused Frog, which is very bad.
No, don't confuse our frog.
Yeah. Very bad. You know what we could do? Wait. Oh, fucking motherfucker, I thought you had haste.
Well, they love to disappoint. Boop.
Damn it. But put all enemies to sleep. No way that works. But...
Just, it's okay, mutant. You can take a little nap.
Megaton bomb. Yeah, that was pretty good. Oh, thank you so much. Fuck it, Luminaire. It's 20 MP every time I do this, but look how much damage this does.
Wow. That is a lot.
Mutant gas, sleep, but isn't Frog immune to sleeping? So essentially you just cleansed his what'd you calls it for nothing. Alright, let's see what Delta Storm looks like.
Oh! Water! Fire water!
Oh, I guess the first one was lightning. Dude, that's the same damage. Oh, well, Mega Mutant's dead.
Well, goodbye.
900 XP? He wasn't actually that tough. Straight up, I feel bad. I think I'm going to switch out Luca for Marl. Because she has haste. And, like, yeah, she doesn't have any triple attacks, which sucks. But, like, being able to haste herself and then Chrono and then Frog to fucking eviscerate bosses is pretty kill her. And once again, I thought Luca could haste. Actually, you know what? I can look that up real quick. Just like Chrono Trigger Luca learned moves.
Yeah,
Chrono
sure.
Trigger Luca. She doesn't? Flamethrower,
Well,
Hypnowave, Fire, Napalm, Protect, Fire 2, Megaton Bomb, and then Flare, which is like her ultimate move that she learns like a little bit later. Like that's really. I'm gonna straight up look up haste because I could have swore she had haste. Haste tech.
Don't be hasty. Ooh, what's my... God dang it.
Learned by Marl, and that's it.
Well, there you go. That answers your question.
Well, fuck it. All right. Well, it's this is essentially just the same strategy that I employed when we were doing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, right? Of just
Yeah. Well, I mean,
the...
look, you got to see the triple tech, right?
I did. I got that, and I'm happy about that.
Again.
Hello, gentlemen.
How are these guys here?
Because Queen Zeal
just holding their shields.
I think Queen Zeal straight up. I think the idea is that she picked up the most annoying bad guys from like all of time.
Ma'am, how do you know that these are the most annoying people?
Because like she's been around since like long before history. What the fuck am I like? Okay, there you go. Jesus. No. Oh! Alright. Stop putting my people to sleep.
They're just taking some naps. Just some nice naps.
Good morning, everybody. Ice Sword 2 dual tech. Wait, did that just say Frost Arc triple tech? Did I just get a triple tech like right as I was bitching about not having any? Yeah, Frost Arc. Oh my god. Strike enemy with Icy Blade. All right. Cool. And then triple attack. Yeah, literally the third triple tech that I have.
I was like, hello, we heard you complaining.
Whoa, we heard you bitching. Like, now, are these guys that I can just mash through, or are these guys that I actually need to take serious? Okay, clearly I don't.
No, I think probably enemies that look like that previous dude that we haven't seen before. I think those guys are probably who you need to look out for. There's probably going to be like a mini cutscene, you know?
A mini cutscene. That is, you know what? Now that you actually say that out loud, I realize we haven't had a animated cutscene in a while. So you think I should take these guys seriously?
No, this was just them like flying up to us. I'm talking about like the thing where it was what's her face, Queen Zeal, who made like a small introduction, and then it's like, hey, these guys will totally kill you, and we're just like, okay.
Well, that guy has over 2,000 HP, so maybe I should take him.
He is wearing kind of something
Chrono's
that looks
dead.
like pants. So.
Chrono's dead.
Whoa.
Well,
Man,
to be fair, they both
underestimated
started. Well, they both started with a move that just automatically cut his HP in half. So, yeah. And then luckily Marl can just like kiss him.
Wake up, Chrono, smooch. Her lips are like, what is it? To the shock pads.
She's not lightning type.
That's not what this is. The power of a love.
The power of a love. I did forget that while Marl is sick, she's awesome. She is literally.
Feels
like,
better soon.
Oh my god. These guys are. Fuck it, Luminaire. When in doubt, explode like a nuke.
That is, yep. When in doubt,
Oh!
explode like a nuke.
Fuck!
What?
Saba, were you not fucking looking at the screen? They healed off of Luminaire. They healed for like almost 3,000 damage.
That's very unexpected. Is it so? Does that mean they're weak against like dark then?
I don't know. They might not be weak to anything. Because these are late game bosses.
I guess the when in doubt explode doesn't work here.
God damn it. Do we have... Wait, why do I not have... Oh, because she fucking asshole! God damn it! Alright, well, you're gonna have to heal yourself. Damn it. I don't even know if these guys are tough. They're just fucking annoying.
Yeah, I mean, it was hard to gauge also because you healed them. So it was like, oh.
I mean, that is true. Allure. Now is not the time, Marl. Alright, hold on. Alright. What? Oh! Okay, that was a very confusing animation. So I will explain what I understood to just happen. I thought Frog tripped. He did not. He got on the ground so he could throw Chrono as Chrono like stepped onto his back. Then Marl hit Chrono's blade with ice. Frog cast water on his blade, and then they essentially did X strike on the enemy at the same time, where Chrono like landed on the enemy and Frog dashed through them. That was because Frog. I thought he tripped like a goober. All right. Awesome. Let me take a moment. Because you don't have, you should be doing this. I think. You should have all of this stuff. Plus like the vigilance hat. And you don't get the wonder shot, no, but so all of
denied.
Yeah, you get this. You get prismatic tress, which is very good. And then I think it was golden stud. Yeah, your magic goes down, but it reduces MP consumption by fucking 75%. So, yeah, let's do that. Alright, cool. I forgot that when I swapped out Luca. Alright, I can't do... Well, I can do this, I guess. Just give you a little slurp. Just lick Frog a little, or not, lick Chrono a little bit.
Just lick Frog a little bit.
Just lick them. Alright, you're all licked. Marl doesn't need any licking, so she's all set. I need restores him. Alright, awesome. I'm gonna take a quick moment to do this. Oh my god, there was a save point right fucking there.
Well, good luck with that. I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong.
Because, like... Is this a single target? Strike enemy.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, it is a single enemy move, and then this is also single. So let's do bathe all enemies in an icy shower. And then you can just...
Give them hypothermia.
They're robots.
I mean, hypothermia for robots would just mean their parts freeze, right?
Well, hypothermia for robots depend... Well, okay, the time stop...
I'm sorry, what does that do?
So I think...
Does she not recover MP or whatever that is then? Instead?
So I think what she... Well, look at her bar. No, she... Okay, so I think what normally is supposed to happen there, I think you're supposed to be inflicted with stop, which literally just prevents you from doing anything. Like, your bar doesn't fill. But I guess either A, it didn't work, or B, it was superseded by the fact that she has barrier right now. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
It might just straight up have just not worked, which is fine by me. Luminaire! You stop. Water!
Water!
You know,
I got the power of animated water on my side.
and water on my side. Do we have a second character who's fire attuned? I don't think so, right? Like Magus doesn't count because Magus is all 4.
Yeah.
Because we have because Robo doesn't have magic, but he has like shadow because he does like lasers and stuff, right? Frog Marl, where Frog is water, Marl is ice, but they're the same type. And then I guess Chrono and Luca are just like their own thing. They just get lightning and fire, and that's it. That's interesting. It's kind of interesting to think about. Just start shooting their ass. Just kill them. I don't want a lightning rod. I will.
Also, if you think about it, how does lightning rod work inside of the machine?
Well, Chrono has like the lightning is coming from Chrono.
Okay.
Right.
He's not
Like,
summoning.
Yeah, he's not like it kind of looks like it, but you can see like that's why like the sparks come off of him.
Because I was just with him like, wow, this is really impressive. He's you know, summoning clouds.
I mean, it is also a big machine, to be fair. Okay, lightning rod. I don't like how that thing was counting down.
Do, 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 do. Oh yeah, his arm. Jesus Christ.
Big silly arm. Yeah,
Big
it's just a regular ass save point. Awesome.
Save points work.
It does kind of, I'm looking at it now, and it does kind of act like we have 7 people. It's just kind of weird that both Frog and Marl both get water. I guess that makes sense, but it just for my brain really wants there to be 2 water, 2 fire, 2 lightning. Because like if Robo was the only guy who was like quote shadow, that would make sense because he's the only person who can use like lasers, you know. Like essentially, I guess what I'm essentially saying, I either wanted Frog to have no magic, or for there to be 2 more characters.
Or for what is it? I guess Robo to have magic.
Well, Robo can't have magic because he doesn't have a soul, and then Isla can't have magic because she exists because she's from a time before Zeal, right? So it's like
we have an odd amount of people, right? Yeah.
7,
so taking out even amount. If it was just Robo, then it would have been fine. But since they took out 2, yeah, you have an odd number of magic. people.
Yeah, we have 5. Well, because once again, and then Magus has all 4. What am I finding? I'm finding panel, apparently. Whatever that is.
The things on the wall, I guess, they look like...
I mean, it's a panel, so that makes sense.
Armor.
But... Oh, okay. It's literally like the weird suits of armor.
Yes.
Okay. Luckily, because of the ridiculously powerful armor we have, this stuff is dealing, like, a lot of damage instead of an insurmountable amount of damage. Which is nice. Come on, brother. You gotta die.
This thing's gonna disappear.
Oh.
They're gone.
I'm the best. I did it.
Oh,
Was
now
that-
they're gone.
Was that good? Did I want to do that? Oh, it's the pants. I couldn't even see them. Alright. It does kind of suck not having an AoE thing that I can do. Hit all... Oh, never mind. Hit all foes with a fucking spell blade? Fuck yeah, dude. You know what? You go like this, and then I'm waiting for Marl.
And you go
Marl,
pew pew.
baby.
I'll
Oh,
go
come
pew
on,
pew.
motherfucker. Her thing's full. Come on. Ice. Sorry? What is it? Oh, in a circle. God damn it.
You were close, but no cigar.
I just wanted to hit them with a big attack, boy.
I just want giant boom boom.
Don't say that. I do
I
not
wanna
want to shit in my pants. I can assure you of that.
Chuck does not want to go boom boom.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, the prismatic dress is pretty nutty, because not only does it have... Oh, they're dead. Okay, great. Because not only does the prismatic dress have good defense on its own, it also gives you barrier, which gives you an extra 50% defense while it's up. So it's like... That's insane, actually. Alright, Marl. We're gonna use your healing since you're the one who has the 75% off mana coupon. Yeah, we're good. Chrono has fucking 91 health. Wait a minute. What? How much health is Chrono? Don't we have like an armor that like increases your health? Oh no, I think it's one of these. Yeah. Boost man, his health goes up to 999. If I were to put this on him. Where's Isla? Oh yeah, same thing for Isla, I assume. Yeah. Wait, no?
80? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go. 999.
999.
Just the toughest motherfuckers on the face of the planet. Oh, you know what else I didn't do? Select. Lapises. Yeah, magic capsule. Give that to fucking Chrono. Oh hell yeah. Oh my god, I've been pumping this guy full of magic pills like the entire game, and look at his magic compared to Marl.
Wow.
She's just special. Oh my god, look at these guys! Hello! You okay?
They've got eyes.
Disables texts and commands. Alright, well, I'm gonna hit you then.
I'm just gonna give you a little smack.
Why would you do this? No man. Did she miss and then giggle?
I think this is the thing where it's like their eyes are closed, they miss. If you remember.
Okay. No, okay, never mind. So these are, I think these are silver slimes from Final Fantasy. Damn it, okay. So, I don't know if do you ever play a Final Fantasy game? Are you familiar with the concept of silver slimes?
A little bit I've played, but I don't know if it was enough to get to silver slimes.
The basic idea, well, I mean, you would have encountered them relatively early. It's just, you know what the classic Dragon's Quest, sorry, I said Final Fantasy, I mean Dragon's Quest. You know what the slimes
Oh,
look
those like blue slime looking dudes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they have that, but it's silver, and the idea is that they have either extremely high evasion or extremely high defense, but they have like ridiculously low HP. So the idea is spam them with attacks, hoping that one of them gets lucky, and if it does, you get like a shit zillion XP. But if you fail, they just run away, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
and then they have gold slimes, which are the same thing, but for money. Look at him. Let him go. Look at him go! So, like, should I be doing that? Like, is this what I should be doing? Wow, that was a lot of damage, actually. Oh! Oh! Okay. I feel like I should just kind of not do that anymore. I'm just gonna attack.
He's bouncing
I'll
off.
take it, whatever. Yeah, I got no XP for not killing the little guys. I wonder if internally, like mechanically, if that's why Marl's heal is so good, is because her magic is really high. Oh my god.
You just kind of take some time.
I'm just gonna do that. Wow. Oh! Oh, come on! Really? I'm hitting these motherfuckers so good.
So good.
Ah! Ah! They're gonna escape. She does! She giggles when she misses.
She's like,
oh, okay. Let's see what kind of XP. Oh! What XP? Oh, it's 1,000.
I mean, she did just level up.
She also got the ability to heal somebody to 50% of their health when they faint, so that's really good. Hello, mutagens.
Oh my god, it's these guys. I remember these dudes.
Metal mutant.
They're sucking Zach.
They're what?
I said the same thing as you. They're sucking.
Oh, sorry. Well, because I mean, the thing you said was they're sucking Zach, and I was like, what?
Zach, they're sucking. Comma, there's a comma in there. It's implied.
Can you stop? Why are you bullying Marl? Like, hello? She just fucking conked him. Alright, well. Back to this. Oh, look at the little guys.
Do I remember
Flyclops.
Boo, 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 boo. That's what it sounds like.
Please don't be immune to either of these things. Okay. Well, not as much damage. Oh, he's still a little bit of MP. I thought he was going to steal all of her MP. And Oh, osmose, like osmosis. Oh. Alright, so that cuts his attack in half. I don't know if enemies respawn if you leave the immediate room. I don't think so. Because if they don't, I can always just kind of backtrack to that shining spot from earlier, use a shelter, and then save.
I mean, I'm not sure.
Genuinely don't know. I feel like they don't though, because if they were to respawn, you would just grind. You would just grind infinity.
Yeah.
Frog's level increased. Let's go. They do. Okay. Well, that's bad.
That is very awkward. And now you have to fight those other guys again too.
Awesome. Incredible. Love it.
Jack's like, it is now I decide to start grinding in this game.
I didn't need to. All right. Well, this is clearly just dungeon stuff. So let's talk. Let's chit chat. How are you liking Fields of Mystara? And if you tell me that you haven't even downloaded it yet, I am going to ban you.
No, not downloaded. It's actually like open because I had not finished playing it before
there
it
you go.
started.
I hope you enjoy your Christmas present. Because that was the whole reason why I was bitching at you for like not having your wish list visible. Was I wanted to find something to gift you. Well, I mean, to be perfectly frank, I wanted to find something to gift all three of you, and then probably
yeah,
Lawrence
it was what is it, the that was a setting that I had placed like forever ago and didn't actually think about it anymore, and so when you brought it up I was like, oh, you know what, okay.
The problem
He's
is
right, I
that
didn't
Grand Adrian have fucking nothing on their wish lists. So I was like,
okay.
all right, you guys are getting nothing then. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I already
told
told you, like my wish list is kind of like just stuff I keep track of too.
Right.
But...
That's exactly what I use it for. That's what you're supposed to use it for. There was a thing that I saw a little while back though, where people were like, "Hey, can we, like, wish list is one thing, but can we have like a separate thing, like maybe even within the wish list, where you could say like, hey, I want to bookmark this instead."
Yeah.
But wish listing is essentially the same thing, right? The reason why people brought up like the idea of, hey, can we have like a separate thing, was mostly because of sometimes you want to just kind of follow a game but not get emails about whether or not it's on sale.
Yeah. Because there's a couple I definitely feel that way about. Like there's some that like we've played, but like I still want to kind of semi-support them. So if I could like follow them, like that would be really nice.
Well, the best
but
thing you could do would be to actually buy the game.
yeah,
Saba
but
doesn't actually like
buy
it,
first.
so she's not buying it.
So, and there's a couple of stuff that's not even out yet. And it's like, okay, well, why not have like these are the ones that are not out yet page, or like filter or something.
Alright, we're gonna do Frog Splash. Then we're gonna do fuck you Luminaire. And then we're gonna do fuck you Ice 2. Hope you like the big ass frog.
Giant frog.
Wow, that was a good attack, actually. I love Luminaire so much. It's such a cool ass.
I'm so happy we resurrected Chrono before doing this.
Did you imagine, like straight up, I thought we would get Chrono at the end of the Black Omen, but apparently the end of the Black Omen is just fighting Lavos. So, like, could you imagine if we straight up just never got Chrono back?
I was like, that would be so disappointing, because it's like, I mean, they technically gave us once they'd given us the time egg, did you... I think I remember you saying, like, was this one of the things where you were like, oh, once you got the time egg, then you were supposed to, like, talk to your friends and osmosis figure out, like, where to take the time egg?
Pretty much, because a lot of like the way that games were designed back during this period of time, like this was before, well, not necessarily, but this was before like game guides, like the printed walkthrough game guides were like super huge, and that was the idea was that you would have all of these because that's the thing, right? If you talk to Gaspar in the at the end of time, like the old man, if you talk to him, or sorry, Balthazar, or maybe it is Gaspar, whatever, he apparently just rattles off like, "Oh, here's a bunch of things for you to do," but then doesn't tell you how to do any of them. And you're supposed to just
Yeah.
kind of like you know, like I said and like you said, and like you're supposed to just kind of talk with your friends on the playground, being like, "Oh, well, actually, I went to the medieval time and I found that there was a blah blah blah," or like, "Oh, I found the sunstone, but it wasn't charged, so I left it in the sun temple." You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah, so technically, the likelihood of us not figuring that out
Is high.
would have been like really high. Yeah,
Oh,
us
absolutely.
completely missing it. So I'm very happy we ended up looking it up and saving him.
Well, because it's weird to think that like the key to saving Chrono was the
Is not
ultimate.
the
Well, was
game.
the ultimate reward from that weird mini game from like way back in episode 1, right? The one in the circus.
I mean, that's
tent?
kind of cool though. Like,
It is kind of cool, but like that, because like in context, it makes no fucking sense. Like, oh, it's a doll of Chrono specifically. Because at first I thought it was just, oh, it's a doll of you, right? Because at the time I was Chrono. But realizing it now, it's like, no. Even if Chrono was dead and I was Marl, it'd be like, hey, here's a doll of some random kid in town, right? Like in context, that's like, what the fuck? Why are you giving this out as a? How many things do you have? Why do you have a life-size doll of Chrono? But yeah. This up till like 4-2. Oh my god, we're dead! Never mind. Now, question: are we the same Chrono, Frog, and Marl, or is this, or is it just the same consciousness but now in a new continuum?
don't be asking these difficult
Riddle
questions.
me
Zach.
this, Batman. I think
Don't
Chrono.
be asking me.
I think Chrono just fucking died. That's what I think. Oh gosh, sorry, I gotta pause again. There was a concept that came up the other day because I was watching a video essay on quote lesser used tropes in, or not tropes, but lesser used ideas from like science fiction and stuff. And one of them was awesome, and I wanted to bring it up on stream. You know that like pseudo idiom of like you never know what the world looks like through someone else's eyes? Where it's like, how do I know that you and I see the same apple when in actuality we both might just see something different, but both understand that it's red, right?
Yeah.
There was a sci-fi novel from like the 80s, I want to say, or maybe even the 90s, where like doctors swapped the brains of these two people, for multitudes of reasons. But when they reconnected the optical nerves for the brains, the brains themselves, and this is like kind of real neuroscience, but like the brains themselves had created synapses to like interpret the visual input from the eyes differently from each other. So when the two people woke up, they were like, "What the fuck?" And like the world was like weird colors and stuff because it was like literally
because
their
it's like people's perception of it. Yeah.
well, because like literally, like the idea was like their eyes were physically different from each other, so they were distributing signals differently. But because the brains that were transplanted into the opposite bodies didn't like develop alongside those patterns, when they opened their eyes, they're like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Dude, that's a cool concept." And it wasn't like, oh, here are new colors that humans have never seen before. No, it was just like the guy looked like equivalent of like the guy looks at an apple and it's yellow and he's like, what the fuck? You know?
Well, here's a I guess a brain
Oh,
twister
it's an
for
elevator fight.
when Chrono came back, right? Did we drag him into like our timeline as if he's always been there?
Yes.
Or did we just drag him back to to that specific moment?
So the
'Cause it's
idea
like, okay.
was that when we cracked the time egg, specifically, it was the exact moment before Lavos shot the beam that wiped Chrono from like space and time, right? In that moment, we put the doll, we like swapped them Indiana Jones style, and then dragged Chrono back to reality. So,
Would
so
he
this
have,
Chrono had never
had a
died.
rush of memories then?
I genuinely don't know, because like I think that the Chrono that we are playing as right now knew that shit was about to happen. But because remember, no one but the 3 of the party members who used the time egg had consciousness during that moment, right? So as far as we know, Chrono, from his perspective, his friends are all passed out around him. He is staring down the muzzle of the ultimate like alien killer life form on the planet. And then it opens its mouth, he sees a bright light, and then he passes out and wakes up in his bed. Right? Because that's where we took him afterwards, I believe, we took him to his house.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I guess they're like, he doesn't have any memories of any of the stuff that we did when I didn't realize that we could go save him. You know? Oops, my bad. But
oopsies.
Oh my god, gatos. Ow. Oh my god, it fucking... Stop confusing the one guy who can get confused.
He's like...
Oh, hell yeah.
He's like, wait, a robot? A robot that can sing?
That's weird. Didn't do anything. Stop cutting my people's HP in half, please. Fuck it, Luminaire.
Stop dropping giant marbles on our friends.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Well, this is an elevator thing, so it's probably going to immediately go into another fight. Yeah.
Okay, part 2.
Look at these guys. The Hydrochondria? I don't think, what? Oh, Hydroconda. Got it. I
was
read
like,
it
first, is this a Cell reference? And then, oh, okay. That makes more sense.
One day we're going to play Parasite Eve on stream, and I promise you, you will never be able to hear the word mitochondria without fucking groaning like forever. Oh my god, did they just take 40 damage from Luminaire? That feels really bad.
Okay.
I mean, they're taking damage. I just don't know how much health they have. Also, how did one die? Okay, so they're immune to lightning. Got it.
He walked off.
What? No, I don't believe
elevator.
you. Is that real? Did you just make that up? You have to be honest with me.
I don't know what to tell you.
Did he actually? I'm going to have to go back in the stream and check. Oh, awesome. You know, I love this
guy again. I was like, at least there. Oh, you know what? Never mind.
You were about to fucking say at least there's only one of them.
Yes, I did.
You motherfucker. And hey, if you keep cutting his HP in half permanently, that he'll never die.
Oh, so good.
Luckily, he had no damage on him, but fucking why would I do that? Haste. Fuck it. Haste yourself. Binge.
It's very helpful.
Holy shit! Oh my god! What an absolutely butt fucking insane
I like the idea that out of everyone, these are the toughest monsters in the whole
Well, they're
game.
just annoying, man, and it's so frustrating.
He's like, oh, what happened?
He is kind of like that. All right. No, don't kill her. Okay, she's alive. God. Do it again. So I want to point out, by the way, because she's wearing the silver or the golden earring, which reduces mana consumption by 75%. That move that's dealing 3,000 like 3,000 or 3,500 plus damage every time I use it only costs 2 MP per character. Because normally it's 2, 8, and 2, like 2, 8 for Marl and then 2 for Frog. But 75, but like 25% of 8 is 2. So it's actually incredible. Dude, I love everybody getting their levels, man. That's awesome. Don't
and you get
hit
your
that
level,
button.
and you get your level. Everyone gets a level.
You didn't ask, by the way, but I'll tell you that the event today was very nice. We went to a little place called Mock's Boarding House, which was like a board game cafe / restaurant thing. And dude, that place is fucking crazy. First off, like the building is essentially split into thirds, right? First third, just one of the best board game stores I've ever seen. Like just giant shelves filled with all the board games you could ever possibly ask for. Like classic ones, new ones, you know, whatever, just like every board game you could possibly imagine. It was awesome. Tons of like trading card game stuff, tons of like figurines for Warhammer and D&D and just all this stuff, right? Second third of the building was like just individual event like spaces, and they were hosting a Pokemon tournament all day. And then when I showed up, they were about an hour away from starting a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. So like that's interesting.
That's really cool.
Then the third, and then the third is an actual factual restaurant with a bar. And it was like, and I was like, okay, can I have a Coke and the Tavern mac and cheese? Guess what, Saba? The Tavern mac and cheese, decent price and really good.
And delicious.
Right? And I'm like, dude, what the hell? What is this place? Now, unfortunately, it does, it is like a 45-minute, or not 45 minutes, like a 40-minute light rail trip from where I live to there.
I mean, that's not too bad if you want it to be like that's a special occasion.
Exactly.
To go out
you know,
there.
I already bookmarked to their website, and it's like I'm gonna keep an eye on this because like that would be a sick place to go back to. You know. No.
Oh, get ready for these guys again. You're like, we know you loved us, so we're back again.
Not as bad as it could be, but... Oh. Nice. Nice.
We got him, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him.
Any other banter topics that we could talk about while I'm just kind of mashing?
I'm just bummed because there was the one that I wanted to chat with everyone, but I mean, I don't know. We could just do it by ourselves.
Grant's not going to be here today for obvious reasons, and I'm 99% sure Adrian's not going to be here because happy birthday, Adrian.
Oh, happy birthday! Yeah, I said that to him earlier. So if you want, we can chat about the best like partner thing that I put.
What is it?
Okay, so I said most popular game companion types, and this came from thinking about.
What is companion?
And let me explain this to you, okay? So I was thinking about Monster Hunter, and the fact that like the cats are,
got it, okay?
Yeah, the are like these kind of like buddies that just so happen to be like animals, but it's like based off an animal.
I was like, they talk like, and stuff too. So yeah, okay, I get it.
So it's like if you were to have something based, in my mind, I think it's like based off an animal, but what would be the most popular animal to fill that role? That
I mean, it
like
would be a cat. If you had like
you
a,
would think the cat would just win.
if you have like if every person on Earth were asked and understood the question of, hey, you get like a little humanoid like gremlin companion, but it looks like an animal, what animal would you want? I think that probably over 40% of all human beings would just default to cat.
That's interesting.
And then like maybe 15% would say dog, and then the rest would say just whatever their favorite animal is. Like I would say raccoon.
Because it's like, okay, take out maybe the humanoid part, right, of it, and it's like I could totally imagine someone being like, yo, having like a shark would be pretty fun. So just kind of like something that like looks kind of amusing.
Sure, but like I mean, like like a cute like. Cause my understanding of the question is that because when you said types, I was thinking mechanically. I thought you were talking about. I didn't realize you were talking about like the species of the companion, but like in my mind, I'm thinking of something like. I mean, I'm obviously you brought up Palico, so I'm literally thinking like Palico, but like a
Yeah.
different animal. I think you would be very. I think you like if you ask every single person one by one to like say what they would want their companion to be based on. I think you would probably be doing that for multiple days before someone said shark. Because I agree, sharks
Oh,
are
true.
cool, and I think that would be sick. But I think that's
cats
extremely
are
rare.
one of like the default because of like like people on the internet like cats rule.
I mean,
Kind of the
people in
domain.
real life also fucking love cats, man. Like
No, I
like
know, but if
I
for some
think
reason on
people.
the internet it's like kind of like extra.
But I
Um,
also think, and once again, you can tell me whether or not we're still doing like humanoid companion thing or whatever. Like if you didn't specify that it was like a humanoid companion, I genuinely think the answer would I think it would become more even cats and dogs. Because I think more people like dog as animal, but like cat as humanoid creature thing.
okay, I'm trying to think if there's any other than that could like
Just
pop up and be super
just think of
popular.
like animated media in general. I don't even mean just like furry art. I just mean animated media in general. Think of how much more frequently you see uh like a cat person versus a dog person in media.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's more, I believe, like cat people, like unless it's like like you said, like the specific types of like movies where it's like dogs. I guess I went to like shark because of what is it, the Marvel?
Oh, because of Jeff the
Yeah,
Shark.
yeah.
It doesn't really count, but yeah, he's like a companion. He could be like he's a little companion buddy guy.
I went so okay. Let's expand then to be like, what other would you think would be like super popular? If or like, what would
I think
what
I
would
already. I
like?
mean, it's like if you're asking human beings, it's gonna be like it's good. Like you're gonna have to like okay. Once again, in the scenario where you were asking every human being on Earth one by one, and then you rank them based on the frequency of that answer, right? And then like if somebody said like a specific breed of dog, you just put that as dog, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It would be like a fuck ton of cats, tons and tons and tons of dogs. I think you would be. I think you would be very far down the ranking before you get something that is not a mammal. Like
I could
genuinely, I think you would get like
prob-
I think you would get like raccoons, otter, squirrel. I think you would get like
What about a
woodland.
bear? You think
Uh,
big guys? You think carnivorous, big guys, smaller, cute critters? Like, what are we thinking here?
I think it's mostly smaller, cute woodland critters is what you will get a lot of answers for. Like gopher, hedgehog, whatever. Like you'll get a bunch of those, and then you'll start getting people where it's like, I want a bear, I want a lion, I want a tiger, right? These are
Because
still
then those
mammals,
fall
though.
into like the cool category of like animals, I
And
guess.
I think most people, when they're thinking of a companion, they want, or their like mind would default to cute or something along those lines.
And I will
right?
say there is like the kind of standard. So it's like outside of dog, I think people would say like wolf relatively quickly.
If they're
Um,
looking for like cool dog, like cool version of dog, yeah, absolutely. Like I
yeah,
definitely
yeah. So
would
like
not
that
put
one is
wolf
kind of
as dog
close.
in the list. Yeah.
Like I feel like people would think wolf first and then go to like bear and tiger afterwards. I think just wolf is within the zeitgeist of like, I don't
like
know.
big kind of quote cool animals, I think wolf is probably among the first. Like in my mind, it would be lion, tiger, and wolf, which is really insulting to bears. But
I think it also depends on the type of bear, right? But like that, not many people think of like the differences between bears.
like you know what, you say that, and it's like just thinking of how many people live in China. I'm probably underestimating how many people would say panda, like straight up,
Or
or
like a
red panda.
sun bear, you know?
No, God, some
Just
bears are fucking disgusting. Sun bears are a cursed creature.
It was funny. Now if I'm taking like, I feel like yeah, sea creatures would be a little more difficult, but it's like okay, if I allowed for the sea creatures to be, or I guess let's separate that. Okay, I don't know how well sea creatures on land would do. But what if you were like, okay, now in the water?
I would
What would
assume
you
that there
pick
is
it?
some context where it's like they're able to like either float around and like think of it this way, right? Just to give like extra leeway to the scenario. Back when I was still designing the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon campaign, which I still want to do one day, um, that was one of the moves that I put in, like one of the homebrewed moves, which was air bubble versus water bubble. So like Magikarp and
Mm.
all of the creatures that are supposed to be in the water and don't make sense to like have on land. The idea is that they just have water bubble cast on them whenever they're outside of water, and it's literally just the fish in a bubble of water that follows their movements.
Yeah, I would
But
say
it
that
acts
that
like
was
they have
be the
gravity.
closest thing I would think of too. Um, though I don't know if in that scenario, many people or like those options would outweigh
Oh,
the
absolutely not.
like
Once
the
again,
land
I
creatures.
think you would be hard like I'm trying to think. Like I think if you were asking people once again, like I want a companion, like I'm thinking like maybe even if we're thinking of like a Patronus kind of thing from like Harry Potter, where it's like this is my animal, that is my companion, my buddy, or whatever, right? I think like genuinely in terms of fish, I think it would probably be koi fish or catfish first, because those are
So if we transfer ourselves into water, because I think I can agree with you in regards to like
we mean
Patronus,
transfer
that kind of
ourselves into
stuff.
water. What is that?
Let's transfer ourselves into water now. If you were a
Okay,
mermaid,
so
okay,
now we're
whatever,
just
I
saying
guess.
only sea creatures.
Yeah, now let's
Got
like,
it.
yeah, we're exploring, you know.
No, no,
Next we're
okay,
gonna go to
okay.
birds, Zach. Okay, get ready, get hyped.
Oh no!
You're gonna turn into what's his face? Was it Brendan Lee Mulligan with like what is it? The red-breasted spoonbill. That's what's
It
gonna
was the
happen.
roseate spoonbill.
Yeah, there you go. But for fish, I think a lot of people would maybe not default, but I think a lot of people would say dolphins. A lot of
It's
people
not a
say
fish.
sharks. Yeah, but underwater,
You
okay?
mean
You know.
marine animal. Got it.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Marine animal, dolphin, extremely high up there, yes. Still a mammal,
Pufferfish,
but high
maybe?
up there. Like, because I'm thinking about it, and I'm trying to think of like fish that people like and are cool. Like, you're probably once again, I think koi fish, catfish, probably like a beta fish because they do look really cool. I'm trying to think of
They're
like what
very
kind of
tiny though.
right, but I mean, I guess in my mind it's the size of whatever, right?
You
It's
can
the
scale
size
it
of
up, I
yeah,
guess,
it's like
if
the
this is like
size of
fantasy.
it's standard companion size, right? Unless it's an animal that's supposed to be fucking enormous, in which case like the great white shark is this giant
Whale.
fucking yeah,
I
the
don't know
whale,
how
and
many
it's
people
just
would
like
choose whale as their companion. That I think I'd be actually too big.
but also not a fish. But the I mean, for me, if I had to choose like a maritime creature, I would obviously pick manta ray. I talked about how much I love manta rays,
I think
just aesthetically.
manta rays would be a thing that people would pick.
You know,
I could see it.
I'm trying to think of the major categories of animal. Sorry, I'm kind of like taking a step back in the conversation. Of the major categories of animal, so obviously mammal would be the most popular by far. I actually think the second most popular, I think it would probably be, it might be birds, then lizards, then fish, then bugs. I think.
Okay, well now you've added like 4 other categories that we're gonna go individually for.
Why?
Thank you.
Okay. I mean, I'm not upset, but I am annoyed.
Is there any? I don't know if I would count. Like, I feel like otters are like
Otters are
unique
mammals.
to this. Same with penguin.
Where? Okay. That's why I'm saying.
Like,
Like, that's why.
like, imagine if there was a game, right? That you were like you're underwater, and then you get like a buddy companion animal creature. I'm like, okay, would I want to count like these guys in this whatever this game is?
If that game had factions where one of them was tundra and then one of them was river, absolutely, I would like beaver, otter, stuff like that. Totally makes sense to have as a buddy character. Walrus, penguin, narwhal, these would all make sense.
So
like,
we're okay. So it'd be fine to like have them be, because I would think like the penguin would be super cool. Sea otter would be super cool.
Like if you were part of the reef faction, dolphin would make sense, but you would probably also get like jellyfish and sea turtle and stuff, right?
Oh, I think sea turtles would be something people would be really into.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Trying to see if I'm missing any of the crazy ones. Oh, I think in my mind, I think I've satisfied. I feel like that's like a good chunk that are super popular. Okay. Well, now I'm gonna move on to birds. Okay. You've switched. Your characters have wings and they live in the sky. Okay.
Okay.
Now the top bird.
Top bird is probably, like, for North Americans, it's probably gonna be either blue jay or cardinal or eagle.
Are you sure? Because I feel like by default, most people would be like, yeah, hawks or eagles.
Well, that's the thing, is that there's a, like, once again, I have such a low opinion of the average person. I think the average person would probably just say whatever is the first non-pigeon bird they can think of. So probably like crow or raven, actually.
Oh, yeah, crow, raven. I think maybe some would say like doves.
Which is also a pigeon, but yes.
Yeah.
I do have to give you bad news though, Saba. I am assigning you seagull.
I will kill you.
It doesn't matter.
How many people do you think would actually say seagull?
One, me.
Well, I'm glad you'll be taking care of them. Oh, I love hummingbirds. I think hummingbirds would be like super cute.
Sure, but then your companion would die in like 24 hours.
No. Remember, this is a game. They will live forever.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm not gonna count like ostriches or any of those guys.
Yeah, that's a
bird.
Feel
like that. Yeah, but they're
not. A bird. No, I think like straight up. If you're counting like penguins in this category.
No, I don't know if that's what I just said. I'm like, I don't think I want to count. Like, if I just said the characters like has wings and flies, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I kind of eliminated the flightless birds.
So the idea. Okay, so it's like in this video game, it's like Sky Island. So it needs to be a flightful bird.
Yeah.
In which case, I'm a little offended because this means I can't pick kiwi.
Hey, you can choose kiwi as like the type that's on the ground.
But we just said that you can't do that because they have to fly.
Well, not no, this is Sky Islands. I'm talking about like in one of the previous games where you're on the ground.
So what the fuck was the very first question. Okay, this whole idea of like, oh, it's a new video game and you get to pick your thing. That only started with fish. You realize that,
yeah,
right?
Because we took a different direction, and now we're doing like specific categories.
So, in which case, there hasn't been a thing that's like, oh, just on the ground. In which case, guess what, motherfucker? You can pick anything that's not a fucking fish.
I mean, technically, yeah, but like we're able to specify a little more. So because the first ones, like you said, they're gonna be probably mammals. They're gonna be like your dogs, your cats, and I'm like, okay, and that's fine. I mean, you could choose kiwi then too, but like we said, the default will probably be cats and dogs. But I'm like, okay,
Magic.
well
Hold
then
up.
let's
Did I
get more
just say
specific.
magic crest? What the fuck is a magic crest?
Maybe I didn't see anything here. Oh, there it is.
And then I sorted it away.
Goodbye.
Magic crest.
Here it is.
Magic +5, magic defense +5? That's not bad, actually. But Marl already has a thing that's like saving her ass from like being out of mana all the time.
So anyway,
okay. So the first game was like Water World. The second one is Sky Island. Got it. Understood.
Yeah.
In which case, my thing would probably be like toucan. I love toucans. I think toucans are awesome.
Toucans are pretty fun.
Have you ever seen what a toucan
really
looks like when it breaks its beak?
It looks sad.
It looks very sad. Oh, never mind. Flamingo.
There's any other ones? Oh, that would be kind of funny.
Flamingos are a sick ass bird. I love those.
Though you would definitely have to be in a location that has like access to water.
Why?
Because that's how they eat.
I mean,
food.
Okay, I thought this was video game shit. Video game shit. We don't feed our companions like this.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess that is true.
I mean, I guess you were the one who set up the scenario. Are you telling me that it's now like a fucking?
Yeah, but you're the one who said if it's.
Are you telling me that this is now like a Tamagotchi situation where I have to feed the motherfucker all the time?
No, I'm sorry, but if you recall, you were like, "Oh, yeah, you can include penguins, but you know, if it makes sense if the environment's tundra." Well, and this is the same equivalent. Like, just have the area be more watery. What are you talking about? Yeah.
You just said you would need to have access to some sort of water so it can eat. I'm saying that I'm saying thematically, like penguins and walruses and narwhals and stuff are associated with the tundra. Flamingos,
so you don't believe with the same could apply to the birds then?
I would say that flamingos are more closely associated with tropical things as opposed to water specific.
Okay, so you're fine if I say a tropical environment.
Yeah, like if it was just like a jungle or even an island or whatever. Yeah, I think a flamingo makes sense. And also, flamingos are extremophiles. Come
on. Okay, trying to think of any other bird. You think I feel like you'd have to start getting into like bird knowledge. I feel like some people would say like albatross.
Albatrosses are cool. They're essentially super seagulls. I mean, obviously, like all the hawks.
Ever again, okay?
Albatross is a super seagull, and you cannot deny it.
You will die.
It's the same fucking animal.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it's a lie. Okay.
You control C the seagull, and then you control V to make a duplicate, and then you just make it bigger and you paint it brown.
Wrong.
That's what a fucking albatross is. It's the same fucking creature.
Say such blasphemous things.
You know what? Fuck you. We're doing a bird thing. Pterodactyl. Get stuffed, idiot.
I was actually thinking about that from the start. I was like, would Zach say pterodactyl? There was one other bird. Oh shoot.
I mean, I literally just played a board game about birds, so it's like.
No, I'm thinking about something. Shoot, this is gonna annoy me. And I've forgotten it.
Oh! You know what? I should give you because you're the motherfucker who needs it.
Nope, it's just gone. Well, okay.
I'm trying to think.
Was that all like the big birds we were thinking about?
No, there's like a bunch of birds of paradise.
Pelican!
Okay, so that's just a fat seagull.
Pelicans are kind of I mean,
Pelicans
I believe
really cool.
Like,
I could imagine
just try to eat anything.
I could imagine in the bird video game, the pelican acts as storage.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
like you just like you step on its toe, you step on its little foot lightly, and then its mouth goes eep. like it's a trash can lid, and then you just like put stuff inside, and then it goes.
That's pretty funny. Pelicans would be
God.
pretty that. The only reason a seagull would exist in a video game is to be not even an enemy. I would treat it as an enemy, but a creature that will come and steal from you, so you have to kill it to get your stuff back.
I think I might have already spoiled this, so stop me if I did and you don't want to talk about it. But did I ever tell you about the rival for the pirate campaign that I made for your character?
You have not.
I didn't
actually.
If we ever get around to it, just try to pretend to act surprised. But because remember how for the pirate campaign, the system I was working on initially, it was like it was perfect where it was like Dave wanted to be a lizard guy, Grant was okay with being a fish lady, and then for you it was like a bird person.
Yeah, I remember my bird person.
Yeah, so the mechanics have since changed, so you no longer need to have your wings clipped or whatever in order for the game to make sense. But the idea was that, if I remember correctly, your character was disgraced from the Imperial army. Like, long story short, there's like an Imperial military, and you got dishonorably discharged. But your rival from military school was a seagull guy who talks like this, and he's way better than you at everything that you do, because your whole thing was that your character was really dexterous, and because you were like a navigator or whatever, and like you were really proud about it. But then this guy is just like, hey, I can do everything you can do, but better, and I'm not a disgrace. And he was the seagull guy.
It would be literally perfect, because I would hate myself. I would hate this dude with a burning passion, especially if he sounded like that. straight up, I remember I had a scene planned for early on in the voyage when you guys stop at like one of the larger ports where like you're doing your own thing, and then from like off to the side it's like, oh, I didn't think I'd see you here, and then like whoosh, whoosh, and he lands like right next to you with like a bunch of his other like avian guard, and he's like wearing like a perfectly manicured cuirass. He has like a beautiful like captain saber on his side, a beautiful flintlock pistol, and he has like this big like glorious hat. And whereas you're just like a guy, just like some like pirate. Oh God, I wanted to make you so jealous, because it would make it better when you eventually beat his ass, right? Oh yeah, and then he'll have to what is it? Is it rue his words? I don't remember what the phrase is, but he would rue the day. He would rue the. He stole my position from me. Holy shit! $10,000 for turbo ether? Jesus fuck. Okay, whatever, dude. I guess. Jesus. I want 14 of these. I'm just very happy that almost all like the characters I've made that are like original characters are pretty distinct in terms of like personality. I will say you definitely don't like you have an infuriating knack. Well, no, but I would say you have an infuriating knack for initially wanting to gravitate towards a character who doesn't fucking cooperate with people. Which in like a co-op TTRPG setting. First, it's bad. It's like enemies to the friends, okay? Enemies to friends. Actual enemies. No, but I get it. But the problem is that you start from a position of like, oh, I'm a piece of shit, and then you get better, and it's like, okay, I trust that. But can we like maybe start from a position where like you're independent as opposed to like a dick about it, you know? But yeah, because I don't even know the full list of the characters that I had you make or whatever, but like every single one of them that's like going through my head right now, I'm like, yeah, that's a good character, you know. You have a bird person, you have an elf lady, you have a tall detective woman, you have a rock. I have a rock. True, I do have a rock. Because I was thinking even my what is it? the Baldur's Gate people, I was like, I'm like trapped, right? Because I had made like my first two, and I was like, I can't make. I feel like I'm gonna have a tough time making any more like original people.
Saba, did you
while
just?
also still, like,
Sorry,
adhering-
I'm sorry to talk over you. Did you just see what we just got?
No, I saw you just going around grabbing
Read
stuff.
this.
Haste Helm. Halves time between. Ooh.
It auto casts haste, and it's better than the Aeonian Helm. No, holy
yes.
fuck! Putting that on
The answer
Chrono
to this question
immediately.
is yes.
All right. Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, so adhering to like kind of like the whether or not I want to do good or bad things, like they still adhere to like that mostly, but they're pretty different. Like I started off with like my rogue-ish character who's like survival kind of code, but she's still trying to be an okay person. My second person's just like a goody.
Which one was that? What campaign was that for?
That's the one with you. That's the one with you.
No, but which one?
What do you mean? Which
Oh,
one?
you're talking about Baldur's Gate. Got it. Sorry, I thought we were still talking about TTRPG stuff. I bet.
Yeah. So, so that was the first one. The second one was a goody two shoes. The third is like a person that's like very much about justice. And then I think my fourth one is technically supposed to be with you again. Actually, I don't know how good I think she's all about like, I want to be the smartest person in the room.
It's Saba. Read the name of the enemy.
Blubber Hulk.
It's the Blubber Hulk. Sorry.
So that's pretty good. I'm trying to think about anyone. I technically had a list. All of my, what is it? All of my, all the Pokemon ones, the options of that, I was gonna make like each, depending on who I choose, was different. I don't know if we did Splixon. I don't know if I remember the backstory about that though.
Which one was that? Were you the one who like divide? Yeah, because that was your thing. Was that you chose the Ben 10 race or the Ben 10 species that allowed you to like split?
But I think I'm an assassin as well. I think that's what it was.
Well, yeah, about to say. I think that was the class you ended up picking. But it was like I remember I gave you a thing where it's like every time you split, you have your health. But you obviously get like the extra attacks, which is incredible. Like that's really OP. And then I gave you like a thing where as your main, like this was back when we were still doing it with like regular D&D system, where for your regular action, you could attack, and then for your bonus action, you could throw it to one of your copies, and then your copies would just have to pass like an acrobatics or athletics check in order to like grab it, and then they could do the attack, and then they could throw it.
I think that, at least from that character's perspective, I think that character's probably one of like the most experienced types of characters that I've had. Like experienced in like their craft.
Sure.
I think my rock is actually pretty experienced, but she's kind of like depressed as hell.
She's very upset about life. Wouldn't you be upset? Wouldn't you be upset if like you just being on the planet was killing everything you love?
Yeah. Well, tough. I know. That'll be.
By the way, did I tell you? I figured out what the like special thing is for the Q-Gite.
Don't think so. Maybe.
So the idea, Q-Gite, as you obviously remember, they're like crystal rock alien people. Right? Or like alien rock creature things. So I had an idea that would have been, and once again, maybe we'll still do this one day. But I had an idea where it's like, oh, imagine you guys are fighting like a guy, and then the idea is that he has like magic, like cantrips, but he doesn't cast them on you. He casts them on his sword, and then his sword will glow whatever that color is, and it will do bonus damage of that damage type, right? So it's like, fire, ice, lightning, whatever, right? But then, like, after he's defeated, one of your companions could pick up his sword. But then when you, the Q-Gite, inspected the sword, you would hear faint, like, murmurations of a Q-Gite in the sword. Because the idea is that it was forged
They
from...
turned it...
they took metallic Qgite and because to them they were just rocks. They just thought they were magic rocks. So they took it. They took the dormant Qgite and forged them into a blade. And so the idea was that the Qgite's natural ability, so like your natural ability, for example, is whenever you get hit by a magic type, your crystals would gently glow that color. And until the end of your next turn, you would have slight damage resistance to that damage type.
Oh my god.
Because the idea was that you were already attuned to it. And it's like, dude, how fucking ridiculous could that be? The idea of like,
that's just another thing for my character to be depressed about. Because she's like, not only does my life suck, I've now like found my brethren have been like taken and like forcibly shaped into what other people wanted.
I do want to point out that from my perspective, or at least my intention, they did not do it out of cruelty. They just straight up were unaware that these magic rocks were creatures.
Okay.
So
all right, like, that definitely helps a bit.
It helps a little bit. It's still literally your brethren being turned into objects. I even had I don't remember it because I don't have it written down with me right now, but I even had like a special line or like a special whatever to read where if you ask like, well, are they still there or like what I can hear their consciousness, are they still like alive? And my answer would be like, imagine you took 30 different people and fused their minds together so that way none of their thoughts could ever truly take over the whole. Would you consider them alive? It's just like absolute fucking nightmare shit. 100%. I didn't mean to hit you. Come on.
Okay, let me see here. Oh yeah, I like my Legend of Zelda character. She's sad, but for like a different reason, I guess.
But I think you're missing your brother.
Yeah, or like, yeah, I think we ended up saying missing our brother.
Still really want to do that.
Motivator.
At some point. In my mind, all of these campaigns are like 6 to 10 sessions long.
The heist campaign, I kind of remember. All I wrote down here is really good at disguises, so I think this is probably like an arrogant kind of like, I'm great at what I do kind of character, but I guess that's a little bit close to like Splixon, but the range of stuff is kind of limited. Oh, and I don't think we ever did a Weird West one, which is one I remember you said.
Oh no, I just talked about the setting a lot, right?
Yes.
Because originally the Weird West was supposed to be for my aunt and uncle, because they wanted to do like a TTRPG thing, but then they didn't really vibe with Mouse Ritter. To be fair, I think I was just because I think I told you this, but like I spent for fucking ever on a Mouse Ritter campaign trying to make it like as accessible as possible. But then in doing so, I forgot like a few pretty key mechanics. Like essentially I didn't adjust them, which was my nightmare, right? Because I spent so long trying to alter all the mechanics so that way they were like more accessible. And like straight up, the one that I forgot was the idea was that the boss that they faced at the very end was like a skeletal ghost snake that was being like brought back to life by the spirits of like bugs and fish and stuff. So it was like a bunch of like glowing blue like little like spirits that like filled the hollow of the skeleton of the giant snake or whatever. But it starts the fight by slamming into the ceiling above and causing a bunch of rocks to fall, right? So I was like, okay, everybody roll for dexterity to see if you dodge it. My nephew dodged it because he had a dexterous character. The other 3 did not. And I was like, okay, well, you're going to take, I think it was 3d6 damage because this was supposed to be a late game enemy. But I like cut its health by a lot. I rolled 3d6, and I think they ended up taking like 13 or 14 points of damage, considering that the characters only had 15 or 16 health. Taking 14 or 13 damage on turn 1 was really demoralizing for them, and I was like, oh shit! My bad for rolling that, because I thought it was going to be like a big like, ha-ha, because for me, I was expecting like 9, you know what I mean? Because it was like 3d6.
they just happened to do really bad.
I'm about to say the roll, because I rolled it in front of the board too, so I couldn't lie about it. So a lot of mistakes on my end, but like that was still, I still had a great time, but I think they were a little bit less impressed.
Yeah, it's hard to like figure out how to introduce people to like a thing, but make it like the best version they could ever possibly do, and it's like that's really hard.
Well, because there was also another element that I thought was really interesting, which was that so like my sister agreed to do the campaign, or it was a one shot, but she agreed to do it because obviously my nephew was really excited for it. But she thought it was like a board game night. Like she thought I was gonna pull out a box of stuff and we were gonna be doing like essentially like a free form board game sort of thing. But when the vast majority of the evening was just me describing stuff, she was like, not what I expected, not a bad time, but I think I would rather just play like a board game. And I was like, okay.
Visual, some people are just like visual representation, please, you know?
Yeah.
But that's the part
that's so rough about TTRPGs and stuff, is that like getting it to the point where you can have or getting a situation to the point where you can have visuals for everything is fucking expensive, man.
Oh yeah.
Like I've talked about it before. I don't think you mentioned it, but the character that you made using the liminal horror system, I had a bunch of ideas for that campaign. It was going to be like 3 separate sessions, with like each one being like its own little like pseudo self-contained mystery. But like I had all these descriptions for things that I wanted, but I couldn't like it would be more visceral and like real if I had like an image to just show you guys. And so I actually looked into like, okay, how expensive would it be to get like a sketchy like version of what I'm thinking of? It was like fucking $80. And it's like, listen, I respect artists, but like I'm not gonna spend $80 on like one of 5 sketches that I wanted. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's like
insane.
more difficult. That's for people who've got like, you know, money for specifically.
I mean, I hate to say it, but it's also for people that are closer friends with artists that are willing to do that shit for free. Like the podcast that I listen to pretty frequently, pretending to be people. One of the things that really helped their stuff early on, like as they were still trying to figure stuff out, was that the main DM guy, Zach, he had a friend who just like did doodles like as like a hobby or whatever. And so every once in a while they would have like either a new character or like a scenario, and Zach would just have his friend do a digital doodle. So it was like, you know, really simple. But that like helped so much in terms of like, this is what this creature looks like. This is what this place looks like. And it's like, man, could you imagine if he had to pay like $30 to $50 every time he did that? Once again, I get it, but like, damn. If only life wasn't so expensive, you would hypothetically be able to charge less for that kind of art, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Chrono is dying, so let's fix him up. How much time do we have left? We have like a little over an hour. Like I said, I don't know if today was going to be the finale. If anything, I think the finale is probably going to be next week, just based on how long it's taking to get through the Black Omen. Hey, but that'd be cool though. Graham would show up for the very end of Chrono Trigger.
We'll see. I don't know how long the bus or whatever these rooms are.
Well, he said he's supposed to be coming back on the 18th.
Indeed. So yeah, that was at least what I written down, plus like the 2 other characters that were made. 3 other characters that were made with like your system or whatever. Those were fun as well.
I was about to say, making characters is always fun. I just wish I had more time and wherewithal to actually like start doing something with this.
Indeed, it would be nice. So far, the characters only exist in one dimension.
In concept.
Yeah.
Awesome. What a waste of my fucking time.
I feel like you've been through
another...
a lot already now.
Correct. Power Crest. That's probably attack and defense up, if I had to assume. The alluring top. Strength plus 10, stamina plus 10. Holy fuck. I mean, that's a lot, but it's not like... Like, Isla having the counterattack rate is still insane. I guess, like, literally, Robo would probably be it, but, like...
It's unfortunate. Anywho, back to favorite animal companions. I think we did birds. Let's move on to like reptiles. In this case, I don't really know what kind of person you would be that you have reptiles around.
Well, there's a lot of people that like snakes.
Yeah, snake. I think like a bearded dragon.
Snake,
would be
bearded
fine.
dragon, turtle, tortoise. These are all reptiles.
Turtle.
Reminding you.
Yes.
Frog.
Yes, I know. Amphibian, but yes, I agree. These can be grouped together.
I feel like I feel like it's very similar.
Yes.
Similar to how you were like dolphin for fish.
Yeah, exactly. So I wonder, like tiny like geckos. I think people would like.
Oh, absolutely. Iguanas.
Messenger geckos.
Iguana.
Oh my god, sorry. Go back to birds. Owls. 100%.
Oh, I can't believe we didn't say owl. Yeah, that makes... Yeah.
Yeah, okay, absolutely. Reverting back to reptiles and amphibians. I don't know as many species of reptiles and amphibians, so...
Crocodile.
I'm gonna be more limited.
Alligator.
Yeah. I believe it. Let me just go to Google and Google list of amphibians and reptiles.
Newt.
Eye of Newt. I don't think anyone would want any like worms or anything. I think most people are gonna default to like the most well-known, so like bearded dragons. You know that like lizard that it fans out. It's like, yes. So it's like a guy like that, like the biggest snakes. You'd say like anacondas. You know, some people would just say snake.
I want a black mamba.
I want a rattlesnake. So I feel like
Can I be real? Guys. Can I be real with you? I actually firmly think that, and not because I want to move on, because whatever. But I actually think that discussing people picking bugs might be more interesting than picking lizards. Because I like.
You're wrong because we didn't say chameleon, Zach. Okay.
You know what? You're right. I forgot about chameleons. That is my bad. But I don't know. I was just saying. I'm just saying. That's all.
No, yeah, we'll get there. Don't you worry. We got about an hour. Okay.
We'll die.
We got like I think Komodo dragon. People
Dude, I
would
love
be like...
Komodo dragons so much. Komodo dragon that actually breathes fire, please.
Exactly. There you go. So those I think are some other ones as well. I'm glad I went back for chameleon. Okay, what would have happened if we forgot that?
Chameleonian.
Just gotta make sure I don't miss any other really big ones. Hold on. If someone does a skink, that'd be really funny.
any dinosaur.
Any dinosaur. True. I'm not counting that. I guess I should make the distinction between toad and frog, but like, duh, I think.
Well, what about like poison dart frog? or tree frogs.
Yeah, I think
Tree
people would
frogs are
totally
annoying.
like the little poisonous frogs. Yeah.
What the hell? It's Saba.
And then the other one's Zack, specifically the second one on the outer side. Outside.
The second one on the outer side. That's the sentence that you said out loud.
The second one on the outer sides. So the one you just the ones on
They're
the
all
left
dead.
and right outer sides. Yeah, they're all dead. So
They were
we got
called
it.
Narbles
Okay.
and Gage.
Nice. Okay, I think that's like I feel like we listed the biggest guys.
I would
Now we
like
can
to
move
I would
on
like to
to
ask the
bugs.
question. We're starting to get, because everything in here has either been a robot or some sort of mutant. Is the implication that all of these like immortal like fuckheads have been so bored with their daily lives as immortals that they've
They've just
like
been
taken to
experimenting.
mutating like creatures for their amusement?
Maybe.
Like, I genuinely think that's what's happening, or at least what's implied to be happening.
The gayers.
Like, how bad,
Okay.
how hard would it be to actually just kill you? Yeah, you're dead. Come on, brother. Come on, just pass away. Counters physical attack. He
The
just
frog
fucking
is just gone. Frog,
okay.
get up, homie.
You have my attention. I apologize, Gage. I did not know your game. I am so sorry. Jesus Christ. All right, sorry, you were
Okay.
saying?
We are now on to insects.
Well, I would say bugs, but yeah.
Yes.
Because the thing that I was
move
gonna
on.
say, there's a certain type of person that's gonna say spider, obviously. But
Yes.
I think if people were forced to choose, because you haven't played it yet, I think I showed you a little bit of it. But Bug Fables, it's like a Paper Mario.
No, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I feel like in this instance, if I were to say this is a game, imagine if you're like a fairy or someone tiny, like a
Right,
tiny
and your companion is
creature.
like a bug thing.
A bug.
It's like
Yeah.
ladybugs,
Like spider.
butterflies, moths, grasshoppers. Like, there's actually a lot of bugs that I think people have like a decent opinion of. But then it's just like, because I guess my question is like, are they being depicted within this quote video game as like gross bugs, or are these like the types of bugs that you would see in like The Lion King, where they look like they might as well be candy? You know?
I think probably the Lion King.
Like they're cuter than they would be naturally.
Yes, because I think
Okay.
that's in order. Because that's what would make them appeal. It's either cool or cute. That's the appeal, right? The appeal factor. They're supposed to be like
suppose that is true,
companions
yes.
that people get drawn to. So I could definitely see spider. I think you could definitely do like
What about
centipedes.
Speeder?
Spider? I think people would love spider. So, I'm trying to think. I don't know how useful caterpillars would be, to be honest.
They're kind of cute though. There's a lot of caterpillars that are actually like wildly toxic, like poisonous.
I feel like those guys would only be useful in the context of like, here, let me throw you.
In which case, I am also poisoned. There's that one species of caterpillar that looks like it's soft as fuck. Like, it looks like the most soft creature on God's green earth in Australia.
Yeah.
But if you add, it is so toxic that even if it's like, so the fur is obviously like actually microfiber spines, right? But they're so light and thin that they can get carried away by the breeze. And if one of those brushes against your exposed skin, like doesn't even break the skin, just brushes against your exposed skin, you will go into cardiac arrest.
Yeah, those guys are scary.
You gotta love it.
So I'm like, press X to doubt for caterpillar, unless like you can somehow make them more agile or like more competent in some way than like
give
all
them
the
a
other
big
bugs
ass.
we've listed. Oh, we're done. You didn't make something without food.
I thought Saba was gonna be like, yeah, it's a good idea. Oh, I should say. It's the same guy again. Oh, he's Giga Mutant.
I'm trying to think of anything else. I feel like the default for bugs will mainly always be butterflies, though.
I disagree. I think the default for bugs, if you're picking companion, I think it's going to be either like, I think it would be like ladybug, or just like insert beetle here. Or actually, you know what? It's probably a bumblebee.
Oh, we forgot about bees.
You forgot about bees. I just reminded you.
I don't know if I want to say ant. I feel like a singular ant would be like too weak.
I was like kind of irrelevant. And, like, not to be supremely insulting to ants, but
yeah, and I don't think you're allowed to have like a colony of ants.
Why?
As your friend.
Why are you stopping me? You're a little bitch and you can't stop me from having a colony. Well, what if my mammal from the very first one was the anteater?
What? Hold on.
Since you're apparently so concerned about them eating.
You could have, maybe in this case, have a queen ant as your character companion. You gotta wait. I was pausing for dramatic effect.
I think you just misspoke, and I'm gonna make fun of you.
Bees, we said.
Me.
Yeah, your beetles.
All right, I killed the Giga Mutant. I'm the best.
He's the best.
I don't even have to leave the room, man.
I think we got it. I think we got the chunk of them. You know.
I'm about to say the thing is that like when the cat slugs, snails, those are also kind of cool. When you're thinking about like, it's actually, now that I think of, and I mean, you know, I kind of already knew this because you got like praying mantises, you got a bunch of stuff in there that we didn't even mention that are really cool. Where it's like bugs still freak me out, spiders especially, but like there are a lot of them. There are a lot of different, very.
I don't know how many people would say cicadas because I feel like they drive me insane because of the noise they make.
Yeah. Well, what about Shedinja?
He's like a dead bug, so I mean, I feel like
he's literally the discarded shell. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so I don't think that counts.
Why? I want a ghost bug. Once again, who are you to stop me?
Because I can.
Dude, how big is this fucking dungeon? am I gonna fight the Omega Mutant in a bit?
Well, this is the last one, you know.
Is it? Oh, you mean
I think so.
You're
like
saying
last dungeon?
Got it. Actually, I do think there is a post-game dungeon. To be fair.
Okay, I mean, I think that's it. In terms of like all the different like the generalized categories that I feel like people would fall into.
Trying to think, because I was literally just thinking about Legends of Runeterra, because Legends of Runeterra did an expansion where one of the characters, one of the champions that they added, really cared about creature subtypes. And so obviously there's like a bunch of fake ones in there, like Poros and mechs and stuff, but they added dog, reptile, cat, bird.
Okay, I did think of some of them. We didn't. It's not a full category, but we didn't do any crustaceans.
That's still sea creature.
Yeah, but we did not mention any.
We didn't mention any. If you're concerned about it, yeah.
I don't know if people would say shrimp or lobster. I think crab is one of the ones where people
Fuck
are
you,
most...
I love lobster, little bitch.
Sure, I mean that's totally fine, but
You're not allowed to insult my. I forbid you from insulting my my New England heritage like that.
Now, besides food, I mean.
Oh, yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'll have you know that lobsters live for literally ever as long as they have food.
Oh my god, Zach! What if it was a sea urchin was as a companion, but it's like a pet rock in like people's eyes in that society? I think some people could say starfish too, but like I feel like most people would like something with eyes, you know?
Why? Why would you assume that?
In order to see you with.
To see you with.
Okay. Now I think it's it. I brought in the crustaceans. I saved them. Oh, for sea creatures, I think there would also be narwhals. I think narwhals will count.
I think I said that already when I was bringing up tundra.
Oh, okay. And then if not like the big whales, I think some people would default to like some other types of whales, like beluga. I think some people would be like,
beluga.
Oh, yeah.
That is true, though.
So yes. Well, I think I'm pretty satisfied with.
That was that I did not realize that is what that topic of discussion was going to be.
Well, I think it.
I thought that was great. I loved that discussion. That discussion was good. You know what? I give you a B.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm honored.
Room for improvement, but still satisfactory. Oh. Man, Luminaire just fucking kills like every enemy. You gotta love it, man.
We're down with that. We're okay. We're okay with such things. Let me see. Is there any?
Oh, is it the panels again?
The panels are weird. Like they don't actually do anything. They just kind of glow. And even the way they disappear, they just go poof.
They just go. It almost leads me to believe that they felt like they needed more enemy types, and they're like, well, this part of like the environment looks like it might be an enemy. You know?
True.
Wing.
Truest.
Like, there's not even like an explosion VFX or anything. Oh, by killing them, I turned into a thing. Hell yes. All right. Yet another speed capsule for the speed capsule god. Thank you. Oh my god, did that just say that his speed was star? Holy shit, did you see that? Yeah, look at his speed.
2-star speed. You've made it.
Oh, that's awesome,
to infinity and beyond.
Oh, all right, that was a good topic. You should do another one.
Man, that came out of like the genius of my brain that only fires like once every 10 days.
10 days. In which case you should have. In which case you should have a lot more things in that fucking list. If it was once, if it's once every 10 days.
There's also a 70% probability that I'll forget the idea.
That's why you write it as soon as you think of it. You have a phone.
That's unfortunate that that tends not to happen.
Oh my god, it's the Terra mutant, Saba. Oh, he's like an Earth guy.
Let's see. So, okay, I'm gonna try to keep the theme. What would be the most desirable fusion of creatures that you would like?
You're thinking about like you're thinking about like Last Airbender style?
Sure, yeah. Why not?
Life Shaver reduces HP to 1. Awesome. Gotta love that.
He just sucked it all out of you. Like
yeah, he did.
All of it.
Okay, I think the bottom head literally Did he just suck life out of the bottom? Oh my god. So the bottom appears to just absorb all magic. Pretty bad. Yeah, like
And now I will caveat our thing maybe to help us out by saying the two, like the fusion needs to like, there has to be like something beneficial about it. Like it can't just be, I just want these two random creatures. Like it's like, okay, if it's like part fish, part like whatever, each part like brings something to the table. It's like useful.
Okay, sure. God, it's such a broad like thing though, so it's hard to answer them. Oh. Thank you, Marl, for leveling up.
Do you think people would want a dog cat, like dog plus cat, or you think people would be pissed? They'd be like, no, you gotta separate the two. There's there's two fundamental sides. It's dog, it's cat, and you're not allowed to mix them.
I don't know if I don't think dog cat would really make sense. Like a I don't know. Like what would that even look like?
I'll be back. You think about what a cat dog would look like for half a second.
For half a second, awesome.
Mommy, you said me.
Everybody's getting up into the 50s, thank God. Is it another fucking mutant, dude? It's a time portal. Oh my god, it's a little Lavos. Elder Lavos spawn. That was pretty bad. Dark Bomb. Dead. I got him.
Not here. Okay. Now, I don't know how feasible. I think this stuff is only kind of feasible. The combinations with relatively. Do you think it would make sense for relatively similar sized creatures?
No.
No, so you're totally fine, like mixing a butterfly with something crazy big.
I think you should be able to mix like a gerbil with a blue whale.
I don't think that would be beneficial to anybody.
Why? Why would you say that? Could
you? Would
what
would the
part?
whale size be cut in
half? No! Shut the fuck up. What part of a gerbil that can go to the bottom of the ocean is not beneficial?
No. You think if you combine a whale with a gerbil, now suddenly that creature can go to the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it would turn into like something that has to be more closer to the surface.
Why? You're not explaining. Like this is the premise. It is inherently pseudoscience. So I don't understand why you're denying me my gerbil whale.
Because I can.
But so, you can't because it's a hypothetical situation.
I'm denied.
I'm telling you to do it, and I'm your boss.
I feel like there's two ways of doing this. There's one way where the gerbil like quadruples in size
Yes.
and now can swim.
As God intended.
And
quadruple.
it can't breathe
What do you mean
underwater.
quadruple? It would be more like fucking decatuple. Like a blue whale is the largest creature to ever exist.
It would get pretty big. And then it could swim. It can't breathe underwater. But
why not?
Because whales don't breathe underwater.
Yeah, but gerbils do.
You're an idiot.
What are you talking? What the hell? Hello? Saba.
What on earth?
I think they're gonna.
Excuse me?
I think they're gonna make us fight ourselves. Oh no, it's all of our companions. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can clone Isla. I think there's a lot of weirdness there. Hey, idiot! You don't have Magus. Lol. Hello? What the fuck is that thing? Oh my god, is that the destroyed Mammon machine? The black omen transcends time and space, drifting through all the all and nothing.
Take her down.
Unless you could defeat me and bring down the omen, there is no future for you. So I believe so unless I'm what happened?
Oh, dramatic effect. I don't know.
I don't know. So my understanding, and this could be entirely wrong, my understanding is that if you try to do the Lavos fight without defeating the Black Omen, which transcends all of time and space, the Black Omen, every couple of turns, will do an enormous heal on Lavos.
Oh. Yeah, it definitely seems like an entity that would help Lavos.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if it was going to be there to help, like, fight us or, like... But he'll make sense.
Lady, you know, like you're so fuck. Did she just set all of our HP to 1?
Apparently.
Awesome. Okay, well, we're gonna do restore a small amount of HP. It better be a lot of fucking HP, dude, because it's our only AOE healing that we have right now. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I'm thinking of like Slurp Kiss. Fuck. Damn it. Well, oh, double cure. That's what I meant. All right. Well, shit.
Look at her cackling as you heal.
Oh my god, she's also a vampire.
What just happened? What was that? I'm like, did she just suck on our frog's face and steal his life force?
You can say face. Alright. We're all healed. Huzzah. Alright, so, Chrono, I want you to... I don't know, Frenzy. God, how funny would it be if she was just like, oh shit. like she's like, wow, that was actually a lot of damage. And then she like tries to leave. Man, it's 12. I don't know, just attack, man. Just get her. Because I need Marl to set up. I was gonna say I need Marl to set up haste. You know what? Actually, I think I am gonna call her bluff, and I am gonna haste myself. Then I can do Cure 2 on. 800 and something. That's pretty fucking good.
That's pretty good too.
Okay, he's dead.
14,000.
No, she sucked up. She sucked up. She sucked out MP to do that. That's interesting. Okay, we should now be, as far as I'm concerned, whipping through turns like a motherfucker. Like, this should be double cure, and then this should pretty much fully heal everybody. I don't understand. Has she done anything that actually deals damage, like just regular damage? Because she has one
Oh,
move where she like sucks your mana out through your mouth with her like
yeah, I thought
fucking.
she had the like orange balls that she threw
Oh
at
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Mara.
I mean, to be fair, I did a bunch of stuff. I did
Was that
haste.
fully light? You're back at one again.
To be fair, I did do a bunch of I did do a bunch of stuff in between that, so that's fine. I wonder if she just does that if she sees that you're not at 1 HP. I wonder if that's just her next move that she does.
Well, I guess you can
Yeah.
see.
It seems like
No.
that's what she just does. It seems like that's all she cares about. All right, what does that do? 1,000 something. Oh my god.
Oh, you did it. Suck it.
I can feed you to the mammon machine. God, she's so fucking evil, dude.
Oh.
Oh, see now in my mind, I'm like falling in love with the idea of a big bad evil guy in a campaign where she is like your classic vampire countess, but the idea is that like she transcends like time and space. So she's like, I'll suck out your electricity, I'll suck out your blood, I'll suck out your soul. You know what I mean? Like she's just like, I just want everything. Fuck you. I just love the idea of a bitch who's that evil. You'll be made one with the Omen, Lavos, and me. Wow, she is psychotic.
Yeah, power tripping.
Hopefully they heal me. No.
I think this is probably one of the reasons. Her phase is to get you to 1 to then send you here with
Well,
1.
I had to deal damage, but yeah, you're right. And it's just the Mammon Machine. There's no trick here. It's just the Mammon Machine. Look at that full heal. Let's go. Attack sacrifice to increase defense is what it just said. So is this going to be a magical or a physical attack? Magic sacrifice to increase attack. So how do I get it to lower its defense? I guess it has to attack is the idea.
Maybe.
Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. You need to haste yourself. What'd you just do? Okay.
I didn't actually see really what happened. Yeah.
I was like, I think it was just supposed to be a really high damaging move, but it just kind of did whatever.
That's weird. Like the ground became opaque for a little, or transparent for a little bit. Yeah. What's the point of seeing what's like? Is it just a reflection?
It's a reflection, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The Mammon Machine remains still. Man, how fucked up would it be if the Mammon Machine was actually like storing and remembering all of these damage values and then just like outputs it all at once?
That'd be crazy.
That'd be kind of sick, though.
Zach will instantaneously die.
Wow. That was the same thing that just dealt 200 something to Chrono. It dealt like 77 tomorrow. You know what my favorite part about this, like within the context of just video game, whatever? So, Marl, like, hypothetically, after we save the day, Marl goes back to being like the princess and later the queen of the kingdom, right? Like, that's what's going to happen. But
I imagine so.
right, but the like how fucked up, or I guess Marl's a good person. You don't really have to worry. But like if Marl like did have some questionable like objectives and worldviews, perhaps, She does have like a dress that makes her essentially immune to everything short of a nuclear explosion. Right? So it's like, and she also just has
Jackie
magic
led them
now.
all to their doom, okay?
Well, I'm about to say, like, could you imagine a world where Marl, like, as she grows up, she become like, the stresses of like trying to rule a kingdom, like lead them to happiness or whatever, leads to her making a bunch of bad mistakes in a row, and it turns out and it turns into like she's like the witch queen, and like the entire continent is just covered in like snow because she's just constantly using like her ice magic. You know what I mean? Like that could happen.
But luckily, all these characters are not evil.
I'm about to say they're good people. Thank God. I can't believe that every time we do this, it's only 2 MP per person. Did we just kill the man? Is that it? Did I accidentally, by doing all of the side quests, become fucking strong?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Please let me cleave this woman's skull in half. Come on, please. It's all I've ever wanted. Are we... Oh, shit. Did I forget the fundamental thing, which was that as soon as we beat, we would have to go into Lavos? Wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, this is the top of the Black Omen. Yeah, that's Zeal. You maggots.
She called us maggots.
I am the queen who shall rule for all eternity at Lavos' side. Lavos would eat you for breakfast.
Yeah, I don't think Lavos has enough consciousness to be like, oh, this is a woman who'll be. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he'll just default kill you. Which I think is like the irony of like her stupidity. Oh, good luck with this.
Dude, she turned into classic face with hands. Oh man, I love face with hands. Haste yourself. Man, doing 3 boss fights in a row like this is kind of insane. Yeah, she's just doing life shaver now. Also, she keeps fucking flipping us off. Chrono dead? Yeah, he literally had no chance to fix him, by the way. Luckily, I can just do this. Welcome back, Chrono. Alright, goodbye, Frog. Don't worry, we'll get you in a second. Arise. I need... Oh my god. What are the chances that Luminaire actually works on her?
I don't know, that's a good question.
Come on, please, please, please. Please just take like...
Hope she doesn't here for $1,000,000.
Okay, her head took a lot. Counter MP Buster. Not... Wow!
She healed?
She, no, she siphoned all... She siphoned all 34 of Chrono's MP as a counter move for hitting the hands, and then she life shaved him, so he's about to hit 1 health. And then he's dead because she got a move right on. Awesome. Okay. All right, Marl. Well, you gotta bring your boy toy back up. I'm sorry. Luckily, he maintains haste because it's part of his hat.
That is really good.
So I think it's just don't hit the hands. I think might be the trick here. Like oh, he doesn't have MP, right? Lapis. Well, that's 200, everybody. Where's my motherfucker that restores 60? Yes. Restore 60 to Chrono, please. Item. I don't even want to do more than that. Okay. Chrono's also no. Haste. Glare of Darkness. Stop putting the menus in front of her face. Come on, man. Marl's actually really close to being dead. Let's do a Frost Arc to see what does this do? Or how does this do? Okay. Pretty good. Cross your fingers, Saba. If she realizes that Marl is at low health and starts focusing her down, we're gonna lose.
No!
She set everybody to 1. Alright. Fully restores HP and MP. I'm gonna give that to Marl, because she's the only one who can, like, fully heal people. And Chrono. MP Buster steals MP. Why? Come on, man. That's so fucking annoying. Oh my god, I forgot to heal Frog. I guess I can heal Frog now. Okay. I am barely keeping ahead of her damage, like, pattern. Saba, when you turn to your villainous arc, do you think you're gonna turn into a big face with hands?
No, I think I'll have, like, one of those, like, really fantasy dresses or whatever. I'm definitely gonna be, like, girly girl. I'm gonna be like, hell yeah. Get me, like, the coolest outfit, but I don't actually need to walk or run. I'll just be floating, and it'll be, like,
yes!
Like, floating, like, with me.
How dare you, vermin hound my steps. Oh, almighty Lavos, lend me your power. No. Isn't that Lavos' whole thing, is that he doesn't do that? Oh my god, we're not immediately going into Lavos, are we? Am I a fool? Before him, you are as grist before the wheel.
Or maybe this is a thing where you're gonna have to get to the ground.
Well, the Black Omen is disintegrating. So based on the map, this is ancient times or whatever we called it, right? Would have been the. Oh my god, it is.
Nope, we are just here.
It's the
Is this just the end? Are we?
Are we? Did it? Please tell me we're healed. We are not. Oh, okay. So I guess the trade-off for Lavos not having all of the healing in the world is you have to do it in a row. Okay. What was
this really hurts.
What was the mechanic of the dragon tank? Wasn't it like hit the head or something? Do you remember? Do you remember what the mechanic? This is the whole point of this boss rush. That you're
This was
supposed to
wasn't it like hitting like the head or something specific?
Thank you for repeating exactly what I just said. Okay, I'm glad.
Because it was like 3 components.
Hold on.
Oh.
He's just letting us.
Maybe it'll only start when you attack him. Yeah.
But I can't use my shelter. I want to use my shelter, yo. Okay. Fully restores entire party's HP and MP, and I have 10 of them. Okay. So it allows you to heal, but normally you wouldn't be able to save, except just do a quick one of these. There you go. All right, you ready?
Go for it!
Saba's fucking muted! All right, let's get in there, Lavos. We need...
Okay.
How about say it is worth mentioning that Lavos scales, because remember we were able to beat several of these phases fucking 7, 8, 9 episodes ago, right? So like these first phases should be extremely fast. All right, next one is that's the security from the future, right? I don't remember what his mechanic.
I'm not gonna kid you. Yeah, I don't remember
Oh,
either.
it just lets you it lets you do it between each phase, I guess.
I mean, at least that's nice.
That's kind of cool. Okay, breakdown. Yeah, about. Okay, cool. Next mode is it's the guy. It's Cattywampus or whatever. It's Chumbawamba. I don't remember what his thing was.
Chumbawamba.
It was something about magic. I know that. So let's try Lightning Rod. I don't remember. He either is or is not good against magic. We'll see. Okay, not good against magic. That just dealt 8
Put that in.
Now, a point that I would like to make, if possible, is how far are the bosses going to go in this, right? Like how many of the bosses that we fought throughout the game are we gonna have to do? Like, am I gonna have to do Queen Zeal again?
I don't know. You'll just have to see, I guess.
All right, this one is that's Skeletor. He had like life suck or something. He had like suck you real good or whatever.
Did we get him?
I don't remember if the top half is immune. It's not. Okay, so I guess we just hit it.
Ow.
Oh!
More damage.
I never actually realized that. Saba, next time he opens his mouth, that's his eye. In the very center of his mouth?
Is that an eye?
Yeah. Oh my god, he just stole.
I always knew it looked kind of weird, but I can't tell whether.
Well, because he just looked left and right with it. Is why I say that. Oh, it's Masamune. Or like the guy before the Masamune fight, I guess.
I think Lavos is essentially, wasn't it supposed to be like he's reading our minds or whatever?
I don't remember exactly what it was. Because I think in canon the idea is that he's been quote like drawing energy for like, ever like 15 million BC or whatever. So I don't know. It might be a little bit of both. Because it just says like Lavos changes attack modes, which is like okay. Like, could you imagine if he was actually picking? Like, could you imagine if Lavos did the boss rush in reverse, where he started with the late game bosses.
That would be crazy.
All right, I don't remember what this guy's deal is. Again, who would have guessed? But it feels like he counters, I guess. Maybe. Okay, another one down. The next
And
one
another one
is...
bites the dust.
That's a dinosaur, so that means I should use magic, right? That's Flexodon or whatever.
Are you sure it's not physical? This is the one thing actually in this game.
This is the thing that you keep saying backwards, and it's fucking irritating. Where it's like, I think I'm not, because Isla technically should be bad against dinosaurs. That's the you need to remember that. That's the idea, is that she is bad against the dinosaurs. And the only reason she's able to like protect her village is that she's a fucking badass.
Can wreck them.
Or maybe not. Defense lowered
by
electric shock. So maybe this guy's thing was hitting him with electricity, then makes him like you're able to hit him, I guess. All right, well, I guess I'll never know.
Well, you got him.
I guess we'll never know. Next one is Magus. That'd be really funny if we actually had Magus.
He's like, how freaking dare you use my moves against me?
So, once again, this should just be spam him, right? Just mash A.
Doesn't he do... What was it? How did he attack? He was like, he had a lot
He had big elemental AoEs, and he would just cycle through them. Barrier change. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna hit you with Frost Arc. What does this do? Barrier change. Why, what the fuck? Lavos. Okay, I think... Oh, you know what else I just realized? I thought they were being nice by letting you, like, heal up in between fights. No, it's preventing you from getting all your fucking buffs and keeping them between boss fights.
Wow.
Like if I set up haste, I would have to set up haste every single time.
So perks and not perks.
Exactly.
Perks and drawbacks.
Okay, I guess he hit you. He punched you in the face. Oh! Okay, so you want to hit him with the element that he is using. So I don't have any fire, so fuck it. I guess I'm just gonna whack him. Yeah, it'll deal not a lot. But... Okay, now we're ice. So now I wait, right? Because I got a big ice guy. I got you. I got ice arc, frost arc.
Him like falling on the ground like that is really funny. Yeah.
But that's the thing, is that I think they didn't mean to make it look like that. I think it's supposed to be him getting on all fours, that way he can give Chrono a boost, right? But they just didn't have a sprite.
But it looks like his butt is just sticking up, yeah, and so it looks like he's just kind of got kicked over.
Well, his tongue's out too, so it definitely looks like he made a mistake. All right. Killed Magus. Up next.
Giant Dino.
Oh, Tyranno. So this one kills Shala. So whatever is not Lavos. Yeah, see, he has a little guy.
That thing on the left.
He has a little duder. I think I'm good to just keep going, right? Like, I don't think I need to heal right now.
I would agree. I feel like at a certain point, you should make sure to save.
I have been. You've
Okay,
clearly
good.
been talking
Like,
to
just in
whoever's in
case.
your chat because I've been doing it frequently. No, I'm just
No one's been here except for maybe Mike in like the land of lurking. Okay,
kidding.
Lurkland instead
Psycho,
of
good
Lala Land.
evening.
It's Lurkland.
Okay, Frost Arc on Shala. Not Shala. What was this one's name? Ringo? I don't remember.
Oh my god.
I don't remember. Summons forth a boulder. And she takes 44
That's a nice boulder.
I just love how she just does not care. She's just with the man, prismatic dress is crazy. And it's also canonically hers, right? Because that was her side quest, was with the kingdom.
Yeah.
And then it's just the dinosaur. Who I believe now that Kringo is gone or whatever, I believe the dinosaur just starts counting down.
He's like, until I explode.
Well, if I remember correctly, he counts down until he does a big roar, but then I don't give a shit. So why is he suddenly taking
He's like,
no
you
damage?
don't matter and you
Hello?
don't matter.
Why did he take no damage from it? It's a little concerning. What the fuck? Okay. Combo.
I don't remember. Once you defeated, maybe he got like stronger.
I don't remember that. I just remember his attack pattern changing. No, he's just immune to water. Okay, cool. Awesome. So let's just keep doing Lightning Rod then. Okay. I guess I could also do Luminary. Oh, he is a dinosaur. So yeah, I guess lightning would make sense. 5. See, there's a countdown. Are we gonna be able to finish
Wallace,
this?
do something original. Just copycatting.
Is
There's a
everybody
lot of
still
damage.
hasted? Everybody still hasted? I don't know, man. Cure yourself. Wow, you were actually low on health.
Man, you're doing a good chunk of damage and
Oh,
still up.
hold on. Item. Fully restores HP MP. I think I'm okay with this. Then he and Carl will lightning rod. Okay.
Okay.
Next up.
Oh, that big dude.
I mean, I remember
don't-
him,
I-
but when did we? Oh, these are his hands. Yeah. Okay. I got it. All right. I actually am gonna use the the mega elixir. There we go. Everybody's all topped up. I will do a cheeky little almost just loaded save state. All right. Do I remember how this mechanic works? No. Am I going to do anything other than just luminaring? Probably not. Wow. So intimidating. Please do something. That was pretty fucking good, and his hands are gone. You need to haste yourself. You need to Luminaire, I guess. You know what, Saba? I just realized, even if we do kill Lavos, there's still like the whole denouement of the game. Of like everybody saying goodbye and stuff. So like, are we actually doing that, or
I don't know. Are we gonna? Depends on how long this fight is, I guess. But
well, I mean,
I don't think they usually give you any time once you like defeat it, right?
What do you mean?
Like normally, just it's like, oh, you've killed the great big boss. Now here's the final cutscenes.
Right, but those final cutscenes can be a while.
No, I know, and that's what I'm saying. They don't actually give you a break in between. They just kind of go straight into that.
I assume that is the case. No, I literally didn't mean to do that. I just used that for literally no. God damn it. Slurp slash. Get him. I miss. Right, I guess Frost Arc. Get him. Alright. Well, that was easy.
Okay, moving on.
Oh.
No, this is something different. Ooh.
Now we're just fighting Lavos? Destruction rains from heaven. Wow, that's a lot of damage. That is actually... I will respect that. I apologize, sir. Well, luckily, nobody can get confused here.
Though they can get a little hurt.
Just a little bit. Alright, you need to haste road. You need to lightning road Lavos. The worst thing Lavos could probably do would be like a party-wide MP buster, where he just drains everybody's MP. That would probably be the worst thing. Okay. Frost Arc. Back to Old Faithful. Everybody's hasted. Just fucking Frost Arc. Let's go.
You get him.
The plates are but his armor. What we need to destroy lies within. We go into the shell of Lavos. And who's inside, Saba? It's a cave.
A save point. Which go to the save point and then
I was like, we can call that. Well, we have a little bit of time, but I think it would probably be better to save this for next week. I don't know. How do you feel? Are you okay?
We could. I mean, from what I see here, then it's just kind of like the last fight.
Well, I meant in terms of you, because like you originally said that you weren't gonna make it to today's stream because you wanted to eat dinner.
Well, I was said from now on I'm probably gonna be like an hour late because 6 is like right at dinner time.
From now on, if we pause here, then from now on means that you would probably miss the end of the game.
Well, I said for probably these though, I'm gonna try to hit it on like time, but I don't know. It's more up in the air.
What is on the schedule for after this?
I do not know. We've been playing this game for millennia, so it's kind of hard.
Let's see. Stream schedule. Overview. Oh my god. From 9/30/2024. It's been 5 months. Oh my god,
This
it's
is
supposed to
going
be
on
Ace Attorney
forever.
5 cases 1 and 2. I don't know if I could do that, brother. I don't know if I could go from this into that. We gotta find something in between. God damn. Hey, I mean, Professor Layton in Inspector's Call. Probably go right into that. Another DS game. Just like 2 DS games in a row.
Pretty good era.
We could do that. Okay with that.
But
Uh-oh.
yes, we can
Okay,
stop here.
sorry. I thought one of the people that went to the event today, I thought she was being really nice, and like she paid for. There were 5 people left out of 12 that were originally there. There were 5 of us left. We had just finished up a game of cards or whatever, and so everybody was packing up. She walks up to the bar, pays for what I assumed to be her tab, but then I go up to pay for my mac and cheese and my Coke that I got, and the guy said like, "Oh no, that lady just paid for everybody. You're all set." And so I thought she was being nice, and she was a nice person. But I messaged her saying like, "Hey, thank you so much. By the way, I'll have to figure out how to repay you." She responded like an hour ago saying like, "Oh, I didn't realize I did that. My bad."
Oh,
she, and
now
I
you
was like,
definitely have to pay her back.
and I was like, "Wait, did you not realize that you did you? Because like that would have been like a $60 tab, I think. Actually, probably more because they had alcohol." uh, Very funny. All right. And we'll figure out, like, even if it's literally just Venmo, we'll figure out how to pay her back. All right. Cool. Well, we will call that here. We'll probably do not probably. We will be back next weekend for definitely the finale of Chrono Trigger. Thank God.
Oh yeah, 100%. You're probably gonna finish stream early as well, because I don't think it'll take us freaking 3 hours.
I'm about to say we'll definitely finish this early. We might pivot a little bit into like maybe some of the dulls or something like connections and Pokedoku and stuff. But for all intents and purposes, I would probably be okay with us ending stream a little early next week. Yeah, I don't know. We're obviously not at the end, but I kind of like I'm trying to think like how do I feel about Chrono Trigger? Because like the problem is that a lot of like we've been playing Chrono Trigger for 13 weeks, right? So that's 4 months. No, 3 months, right?
I would say it's pretty like from the time it came from. It's a pretty phenomenal game. Like the storytelling. I think the only part that kind of threw me off once again, but I think it's because of once again our situation, is the fact that if I was just playing this without a guide, I probably would have just never saved Chrono because I just wouldn't have realized that's what I needed to do.
Who would have known, right? Who would have known?
Yeah.
I
that's
definitely
the only
agree.
thing distracting from it.
That's the walkthrough, which I don't know if it's the same walkthrough that you guys have been referring to, but there's like a famous like ASCII art, Nexus guides or whatever, like a Chrono Trigger walkthrough, and that's like the go-to example of when people talk about when walkthroughs were good, you know. But
yeah,
man, it really is crazy because it's like a lot of this game was us like whenever there was a dungeon, it was a lot of us just kind of like yammering, which is obviously our want, like that's what we do on stream. But even with that, I give a shit about these characters a lot, and like, it's weird because I was actively trying to ascertain like, do I have affection for these characters because I remember them from like fucking over a decade ago when I watched the initial playthrough, right? And it's like, no, they do. Like the music helps a lot, the sprites help a lot, but the characters are also just well written, you know? Like it's crazy to think. I was discussing this. I was discussing this with my nephew a little bit because obviously he's not like super well versed in games. But I was talking about like that scene where Marl gets fucking wiped from the timeline and she's like screaming in agony, right? That actually like that scene actually does a really great job of because I don't know if they did this on purpose, and I assume so. Maybe not. But like that scene is actually brilliant because while yes, Marl is like the cute girl, right? So obviously you're supposed to already have an affection for her. She did literally just get you in trouble through no fault of her own, but she did just get you in trouble, and now you're in prison. But then like you go and you find her, and she like she screams in agony, right? And it's like after you save her and she comes back to reality, she doesn't like hold it against you. She doesn't like flee from the situation. Like she doesn't try to like back out of saving the world. She's like no, she's like fully still in, even knowing that that was like the most agonizing thing she has ever experienced. And I find that really interesting for like her character because like there's a phrase that I talk about red letter media a lot, but there's a phrase that red letter media uses semi-frequently, which is like, you might not have realized blank, but your brain did, right? And like, I find like the reason I'm bringing up that particular scene with Marl is like, even if a person didn't consciously think of what type of person Marl would have to be to go through that, but then continue to want to save the world, your brain does. Like, even if your consciousness doesn't really pick up on that. And it's just like, that's just one character. Like, obviously, the least, like, the worst written character, or not worst written, because that makes it sound like he was written bad, but, like, the least well-written character is Magus, because he's, like, a bonus character. But even then, like, they tried.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Magus's, like, backstory, actually. I think it's written pretty decently.
I think Magus's backstory is really cool. Doesn't validate him being Hitler.
See, you're confusing these two things. Just because you view him as like a Hitler type character,
no, I don't. Saba, I
written.
don't view him as a Hitler type character. He literally slaughtered thousands and thousands of people. Now, yes, it is literally true that from his perspective, which may or may not be correct, if he kills Lavos, he's able to prevent this from happening to begin with, right? Technically, that is true, and all of his atrocities will have been erased from the timeline. That is true. But doesn't
it's also
change
like
the
it's
fact
not
that
just like getting rejected from art schools led to. It's like no, his like sister sacrificed herself. Was that their mom? I always forget that.
Yes, Queen Zeal is their mom.
Yeah. So your mom sacrificing your sister, and like this really
to like an eldritch god because she wanted power above all else. Like yes.
Yeah, like really damaged Magus, which
listen,
I'm like, I can see why that would
happen.
There's
a point to this, and I want to make this perfectly clear to you, Saba, because I know how you are. Yes, his reasons for committing genocide are better than Hitler's. That doesn't validate the genocide.
No, it doesn't. It's just talking about like the logic behind like how a person could end up with like their actions, right? And it's like,
a very interesting kind of like, just talking about Magus a little bit. He's a very interesting like character from a narrative mechanic standpoint, because at first it looked like he was supposed to be the big bad evil guy, right? Because villain, he was the Dark Lord that was terrorizing the medieval era. But then it's like you defeat him, and he's like, you fool, there's actually a much more evil threat on the horizon.
Yeah,
like very Dragon Ball.
I was the one trying to stop that bigger thing, and it wasn't that
and by you defeating me, that bigger...
Sure, like, didn't he try to fight Lavos and he just failed? Isn't that like kind of what just happened?
So the idea is that his plan was that he thought he was strong enough to take on Lavos 1v1. So from his Dark Palace, he was performing the ritual to force Lavos to come out early, right? So he was essentially going to do the Day of Lavos early and then fight it. He was always going to lose because he overestimated his power by a lot. Keep in mind, we just defeated the Lavos who was using Magus's abilities, and he was like 6th from the end of like boss fights, right? Of the boss rush. So that was his plan. His plan was to defeat Lavos, and then that would retroactively mean that Queen Zeal never had access to Lavos to begin with. She still would have been like a horrible person, but she just
Yeah, but
wouldn't have had
maybe not
access
end
to
up
this like magic.
sacrificing, yeah, his sister
Right.
and all that. Yeah.
And so it's like it's very interesting because like even if that was true, right? Like so this is what I'm talking about, like the narrative mechanics is very interesting to me. Like even if that was the case and that's just where it ended. Like he was committing genocide, but he wanted to he had a utilitarian like that I guess that's what I'm saying. He in that version of Magus from that point, he had a utilitarian view of the world, right? Where he's like I can kill all these filthy stinking humans because it's going to prevent the world from being destroyed, right? Like in his mind, he was saving, like
Yeah, I think
he was doing the greater good.
he was very emotionless in his approach because he's like, there's only a singular thing
Well, I
that
mean,
matters.
he had a lot of hatred for
Lavos.
humans. Like I will remind you that like him and his generals and all of his people were like they despised humans. Period. So like there definitely was an emotion there, which
Yeah.
I wonder where that emotion came from of like why like what caused you to like hate humans so viscerally, because remember nobody has magic, so as far as he's concerned like whatever Queen Zeal didn't do anything to them. But anywho, but then like
There's a chunk of time
but then it's
Yeah.
interesting because then like later like once you go to the not prehistory but whatever the era of magic or whatever it's called, they then wrap this like extra story around it, like not validating, but like giving him a backstory, which is obviously what you kind of took a shine to, and it is a good story. Like it definitely makes him a tragic character. And then they add on, and this is what I mean by wrapping, right? Because they give him like a backstory, and then they add an extra little thing at the end where it's like, oh, and by the way, my plan was by defeating Lavos, not only would I save the world, I would be able to retroactively save my sister, which means that none of my atrocities would have occurred to begin with. And like I talked about that before, right? Where it's like
And
that's
they
a
added
concept.
the little tidbit too, where it was like the cat still recognizes Magus even though he's like much older, which I think is another like a little emotional tie-in where they're like,
this
is
very,
the same person.
cute. He is the. I mean, you know what's the Undertale quote? Despite everything, it's still you, right? So it's like it is very cool in a lot of ways. But like I guess that's what I mean, where it's like he's the least well written just purely because he does have this like he does have this like core to the character where it's like you still did do a lot of fucked up stuff. But you know what he is actually? Sorry, and because I know we're over time, but you know what he is? He's Vegeta, right? Like Vegeta from Dragon Ball was fucking killing people left and right at the beginning. But then like Goku beats his ass too hard one time and now he's like buddy with him.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Like that's what Magus
I don't
is.
know
Magus
about
is
too much, but
that.
sure.
Well,
agree,
well, because I mean, the reason it came up was that Toriyama was also the mangaka that did Dragon Ball, right?
Yeah.
So it's like same art, same. So you know, he probably had a hand in that kind of idea as well. But anywho, all right, good stream, awesome stream. This was a great Saturday, man. But I am starving. Can you guess what I'm having for dinner at 9 p.m.?
Either mac and cheese or chicken. Probably mac and cheese.
The chicken actually has been thawing in the fridge for 48 hours. I should probably take a look at it and make sure that it's still okay.
It's okay.
All right.
All right.
Good night.
Chat with you later. Bye.